Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing great today. We are going to be answering some yes and no questions. So if you're new here, welcome in. Welcome in, friends. Happy Friday. I'm so excited. So happy that it's Friday. And then next week, it looks like it's going to be a big week. All right, I'm finishing setting up, friends, and then we will go ahead and get started on some yes and no questions. If you have a yes or no question, or if you would like an oracle card, feel free to put your name and ask your question, or put your name and then ask for a general card, okay? All right, so... And thank you for sending the daily heart me's and always claiming the points. Double tapping the screen helps me out a lot. So if you could double tap, repost if you have the ability. Thank you. Welcome in. Thank you for the daily heart me. All right. Doing some shuffling and we will get going. Excuse me. Okay. So good morning. Hello, Angelica. How are you? Happy Friday, babe. All right. So... welcome in, welcome in. Ah, Margarita, there you are. JJ, good morning. I know it's sparkly. It's so cute. Yes, I was like, I'm going to wear a sparkly bow today. But, and then I totally forgot to plan the rest of it, but it's okay, it's okay. Thank you for the daily. Good afternoon, JJ. Welcome in. Oh yeah, I did say good morning. It's definitely 12 now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, I had a red one too, and I'm like, we'll save the red one for maybe tomorrow. How are you doing, Mooney? Thank you for the daily heart me. All right, let's get some cards going. Let me do some shuffling. And if you're new here, welcome in. If you have a question, just put your name and ask your question, or you can, let me think, you can put your nickname if you're too scared. You can also ask for oracles or any type of general reading if you're unsure of what to ask. All right, let me see. Welcome in. Hello. Thank you, Shonda. How are you doing, beautiful? How are you feeling today? Happy Friday. Connie has when given up on me. Oh, Connie, Connie, if you don't mind just pushing that red F button up there. Grace, thank you. I'm happy to get your question. Grace, I've got you written down. You get to skip the line, babe. All right, Grace. Where is Grace at? Hello, Amara. Welcome in. Hello. Thank you. Kitty Queen. I got you written down as well, my darling. Thank you. All right, Moni, you have a good day. Shonda, thank you so much for that. I got you written down after Kitty. Jojo, Charlotte. How are you doing, girl? Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Angelica, I got you written down after Shonda. They're all coming in all at once. Charlotte. Okay, Grace, I found you, girl. Shonda, I got you written down times 2. Grace, G-R-A-C-E. I'm happy to see you too, my love. So happy to see you. Always happy to see you. Okay, we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So will I get the house that I've been wanting to move into? 4 of Pentacles in reverse and the 4 of Wands in reverse. So these two together, honestly, it's not the greatest of signs. Now, the King of Pentacles is saying, if you're able to play the waiting game with this one, that is more, you're more likely to get it, okay? But as of right now, I am just seeing a no, okay? And that's for right now. How long have you been waiting on this house? And then I've got Kitty Queen up next. No, I didn't see them, Amy, but let me double check. So, oh, I do see you now, Amy. I see you, girl. I've got you written down. No, you're so beautiful, Charlotte. Oh, you had a little breakdown yesterday. Why? I hope you're feeling better today. Palusa, I've got you written down as well. Shonda, Angelica, Amy. Thank you, Charlotte. I know she's sparkly and we love her. It's giving Christmas vibes. Okay, so I can't see, I don't see Angelica's question yet. Shonda, kitty cules, kitty cules. Okay. All right, kitty cules for kitty. All right, let's see what the romance cards have in store for you today. Think about your person right now, whoever your person may be, wherever they're at in this world. Okay, cool. Good job. All right, now let me pull a card for them. Okay. Okay, attraction. All right, this says you are attracting the right person into your life at the right time. Okay, so this is a good thing. You're sending out good vibes and getting good vibes back. Unless you want more bad vibes. You know what I mean? Unless you're like sending out bad vibes and then you want to get the bad vibes back, you know? Nana, thank you so much. I got you written down, my darling. Okay, what is the blockage here? Tell us. Oh, okay. Lust, not love. Okay, so passion isn't the same as lasting love. Don't get sucked in just by good intercourse. Dun, dun, dun. That's just a little warning for you. That's what the card said. Okay, it's okay. That's what the card said, not me. All right, let's see what the gossiping is about. All right, tell us, what are the streets saying about Kitty Queen? Kitty Queen. Closure. They're saying you need closure. Letting go, ending chapters, and emotional release. You're finally free. The streets are saying you're free. So, okay, what else? What else are the people saying about Kitty? Oh, that she's an energy vampire. Oh, okay, gotcha. So maybe, okay, this is what the streets are saying. That you need closure from the energy vampires that are just trying to suck the life out of you. That's what I'm getting, you know? No more energy vampires. Hello, Pookies. All right, what's the T card say? What's the T card? T card for a kitty. Dodging a bullet. Good job. Listen, you're dodging a bullet. Okay, so it may just look like something may have been very painful today, but in all actuality, the spirit world was trying to block you from the negativity. So just have gratitude and go about your day. It's going to get better today. I just know it is for you. Okay, let's see what the Therapet card says. You don't have to You don't have to be perfect to be lovable. No, that guy needs closure. Oh, okay, got you. That actually makes a lot of sense, though. You don't have to be perfect to be lovable, kitty cat. But you are perfect, so. Clark it. Hello, Chris. How are you, babe? All right, kitty. I love you, girl. Shonda, you are up next. Exactly. I was thinking that too. Resh, I got you written down as well. Shonda, I've got you written down twice. Amy Lee, Angelica, Palooza, Nana, and then Resh. You are perfect, kitty. You like it, Nana? The sparkly bow. Ooh, that was perfect. What's this? He's so cute. I was showing everyone the glitter and then the pink one just popped up there. It's like he can read my mind or something. Thank you, kitty. Okay, so Charlotte, I got you written down after Resh, okay? Fake it till you make it. I know that's right. Angelica, will Anthony say he loves me soon? Let's find out, Angelica. And then I'm looking for Shonda, Amy, and Palooza. Angelica. Angelica. You're very welcome, darling. Okay, we have the Justice in reverse. It's taking him forever. Justice in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is saying, no, not quite. It's not anytime soon. I feel like the feelings have been there, but like it's just the words. The words are hard for him to say. But being patient is going to pay off for you. Don't worry. And then the next person that I have is Amy Lee. Also looking for Shonda. Oh, Laura. Laura, I found you, girl. Okay, will M and I get back in a true relationship? Let's find out. Laura. 1, 2, 3. We have the Page of Wands coming through, so this is a pretty good promise. Strength in reverse. Oh my gosh, Jojo! Thank you, my love. That was so cute, Jojo. Thank you for that. I've got you written down after Charlotte if you have any questions today, okay? Will M and I get back in a relationship? Strength in reverse comes out, and this is like not immediately. Like, this person is not ready to get back in a relationship. They're just not there yet. If you were to give them some time, some distance, it's a possibility. But as it stands right now, it's just a no, okay? They're trying to move forward. And I think that's, you know, for like their own sanity. Okay, Shonda. Thank you, Kitty. Oh, you have to wave your hand. Oh. Yuck. It got in my face. That was funny. It was. I said that one, I think to Carla the other day. It was so delayed, but it was so funny. She was like, all that white stuff was on my hair. Carla's so funny. Okay, so Shonda, let me see if I can find you again. Is Rico thinking about me in a happy, positive way? Let's find out, girl. Shonda. Shonda. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we have here. We have the 7 of Wands, which tells me his defenses are up today. There is positivity when he thinks of you. The 10 of Pentacles coming forward. Judgment in reverse is saying, unfortunately, it's just like, it's like a matter of when, you know? It's a matter of timing. So he does think about you positively today when he thinks about you. You know what I mean? Like when he's not busy. Like when he's all in his lonesome. Okay, and then I have Nana, Resh, Charlotte, and Jojo. Thank you, Pookies. Yes, exactly. Will Jojo have a better day today? Oh, I hope so. Let's find out. Is Jojo going to have a better day today? Jojo, baby. Jojo. 3 and 4. Okay, so the 2 of Wands is in reverse, so it's like not been decided yet. Maybe she's losing some sleep. Maybe, and that has something to do with it. Now, the Knight of Cups does come forward, so there is a bit of healing. There is a bit of, there's more joy for sure. Happiness comes through. Feeling better. It's like mild and minimal. But look, the 4 of Swords comes out, Jojo, and that means, you know, take a really long nap today. Take a really long nap and don't feel guilty. Okay, Jojo. Let me look. Nana, are you here? Jojo, I love you. Things are going to get better. Here's your Therapet card. It says, there's no need to be so hard on yourself. You're managing as best as you can. Ain't that the truth? That is the truth, Jojo, baby. Thank you. Danielle, is Matt angry at me? Okay, Danielle. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got the King of Wands in reverse. So I'm not seeing him being angry. It's more, if anything, it's just complacency or maybe a little bit of apathy. But as far as calling, let me see. I'm not seeing him calling today. This is more of like a cyclic thing, okay? So if it's normal for him to call on a Friday night, then I would say yes. But if it's like not normal, whatever follows his pattern is what I'm seeing here, okay? So it's like not a surprise call, if that makes sense. All right, Resh. Resh, your question today, my love? I know, I just love them. They're so cute. There's a couple of them. Ian's favorite one is the Lovers card or the Star card because the kitty cat has lots of cake. Yes, Shonda. I was seeing a yes for you. Seeing a yes for you today, my darling. You're very welcome, Nana Danielle. All right, I've got Resh, and then I've got, oh, I did Jojo already. Resh, and then I've got Characles for Charlotte, and I think, and then we will be all caught up. Unless you have another question, Kitty. Hi, Just Glam. And the Four of Cups. Was it in the Four of Cups? It's not here. See? There's no cake here. Amy. Yes, I have you written down, and then I answered you, I thought. Oh, wait, no. I answered Laura. You're right, honey. Go for it. Go for it, Amy. Go ahead and put your question down. Okay, you go for it. You go ahead, Jess. You will be after Charlotte. So I haven't had anyone get a mini or a full reading yet. Oh, okay. You like this one as well. Because someone's like, here, would you like some coffee to make your day better? And then the cat is like, no. All right, Amy, I see you, girl. Will Sergio and I get back together romantically and permanently? A-I-M-E-E. Okay, let's find out, girl. 1, 2, 3. See, here's the star card. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So a new opportunity to get back together is not coming towards you anytime soon, okay? So while I'm seeing you guys get back together, it doesn't look like this is a permanent fix. Here, see, here's the star card, kitty. He just has a little crab and he has a lot of cake. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and this tells me that there's just uncertainty here, and so that's why it's like so back and forth. But I see that the most important thing here is that the relationship is like, you can get back together. The offer is there eventually, but right now, I mean, is quite literally just like, man, this person is playing too much. So it doesn't look like it'll be permanent is what I'm seeing. At least for right now, until something changes. You can do it, Pookies. Rush, are you in here? Rush. Okay, Charlotte. Perfect. I'm looking for Rush. Plumpy. Yes, okay. Of course, Shonda. I'm going to write that down. Oracles. Shonda Coles. Okay. Let me make sure I get it. Just Glam. And then, I don't know if Rush is in here, but... Oh my gosh, 400 minutes. Slay, Sherry. Sherry's a big old fan. I love you too, girl. All right, I did. I got one from Jessica. Yep, I got you, girl. And I wrote you down for your mini. Just Glam. Thank you, Sherry. Okay. All right, so I haven't found Rush. Charlotte, let's get your Charicles. And then Shonda, let's get your Shondacles. Okay. So, we're going to start with... Let me take a drink. So, are you saying that you're leaving, Jess, and then you're coming back? Is that what you're trying to say? Just making sure I'm understanding. Because you said you have to leave at 1. Now, for me, 1 o'clock is here in 30 minutes. Okay, so Charlotte. C-H-A-R-L-O-T-T-E. Okay, so money and tranquility. You got Basil coming out for you, girl. Money and tranquility. Yes, maybe all. Thank you, TR. How are you doing today, friend? Basil, may we all be blessed with money and tranquility, firstly. But for you, especially if you're eating something with basil in it. So a caprese salad, having some pesto, garnish on pizza or pasta. Now, I know some people have like a really strong, like, oh, I can't do the basil. But it's really not so bad once you get used to it. I like the smell of it. I think it smells like sweet. I don't know. It's like a sweet grass or something. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad it's an okay day. Okay, so there is your basil card. Let me see. Money and tranquility. Let's bring this in. Tranquility and peace are often found when we feel safe and our needs are met. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Feel safe and get your needs met. I did, Rush. I called you a few times, but don't worry. You're still on here. I just had to move you to the bottom. because there were people waiting. Okay, so we have overnight success going out for you. This is your gossip card. Okay, a rapid rise, a sudden recognition, unexpected breakthrough, all eyes on me. Okay, overnight success. Look at you standing in the spotlight. Are you trying to are you like a really good singer secretly? Is that what it is? So we're bringing on the money. We're bringing on the success. Period. Oh, you did. It's going to be okay, Nana. I promise. Listen, we all do that sometimes. We'll wake up in our feels or see something that gets us here emotionally. And we're like, it's such a hard day. Let me look for Charlotte. Ooh, clout hungry. Oh, you can sing. Listen, your voice is very clout hungry, okay? Your voice wants to say anything, do anything, and be dramatic for clout. You should let it. Clout hungry, I just think that this one's funny when it comes out, but I mean, we all have to be like that a little bit, right? I don't necessarily want to be famous. I just want to have famous money. Yes, exactly. And then let me see what your blockage is. Are there any blockages she needs to work on today? Hello, Mama Chaos. How are you? I'm ready. Okay, so, thank you. Oh my gosh. Hello, Carla. How are you, beautiful? Any blockages for Charlotte today is we have rescuing, which might make more sense to you than me. This says, you're waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. So love is all around you. This is one of those things where it's you put out all this good stuff, but there's still this idea in your head that you need to be saved from something, even saved from yourself, maybe something like that. But that can show up as a blockage in your relationship. So just recognizing it. Right, exactly. I know you do. You have very strong self-love. Maybe this is about your person then. Maybe they need to be saved from themselves. You like the baby hairs? Thank you, girl. It's just because it was going to take too long to do my bangs. So I was like, we got to do a little comb over here. Your therapist card says you are strong enough. And it's a unicorn. Liz, the love of my life is here. Hello, beautiful. How are you feeling? You're strong enough. Look, you're the unicorn today. I know the sparkles. She's sparkling today, y'all. Romance, of course. Romance, let's see. All right, think of your person. Think of your very special person, all right? You ready? CHARLOTTE. We have connection. Love is the bridge connecting souls. Cherish those connections. So, the connection that you have is for a reason. So, don't let it go yet. I'm so sorry. Where was I this morning? Where was I? I was asleep, and that's pretty much all I got. I know it's, you know what, there was a house fire across the street, and there were kittens that needed to be saved, and there were 3 babies, and I was just helping them jump out the window and stuff, and all in a day's work. But I'm just such a good person. But that's my bad for not texting you. So Resh, you are up next. I've got Resh. I've got Shonda for the oracles, or Shondacles, and then I also have Sag baby. Who are you kicking off? Are you kicking someone off the cliff? Oh, absolutely not. I was definitely just being a liar. I know. How dare I be late? I literally just couldn't wake up this morning, and I was like, go back to sleep. But when your alarm rings and you're like, if I don't get up now, I'm going to regret this. It was me. You're so welcome, Charlotte. I love you, girl. So looking for, okay, Shonda wants her oracle cards, and then we have Resh. I'm still looking for you. I'm still looking for your question, Resh, R-E-S-H. And then we'll pull Shonda's cards, and then Sag Baby is after Shonda. And then I have Jess Glam for a mini read. Oh my gosh, thank you, Violet. I think Betsy said that one time to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're actually kind of right. Slay. Because she's an icon. Oh, is VJ being honest to me about not talking to other women? Let's find out. I see you, Rush. E-S-H. Okay. Well, we have the 5 of Cups, and that's just like, this is kind of a, I mean, genuinely, this is a clear no. It does look like they are talking to other women. But they feel like either you would be disappointed or they feel shame for this. That's why they don't want to tell you, or they won't ever confess to it, even if you have stone cold solid proof. I wouldn't let this get you discouraged if this is like your person or something, because it's not saying that like they're like bad. It's just kind of, it's really hard for them to talk about and be open with like their true wants and needs. I feel like you guys can get through this though. Oh my goodness. You're so funny. Thank you, Mama Chaos. We have Shonda. Are you ready? And then I'm looking for Sag Baby as well. Oh, I did. I missed it. I think, I'm trying to think. I think that Kitty, or was it Kitty that sent it yesterday? No, Liz sent it yesterday. And it was, she's like, it was very, very tiny. It was like so small. I couldn't see it. Don't send any Santa hats. Vegas said it was average size. Figures. No more Santa hats, exactly. So, Sag Baby? No rush. No, it was a no. Ew, a rage baiter. Will R actually go through with the divorce? K-O-Y-A. Koya, will R actually go through with the divorce? We have the 5 of Wands coming through. I feel like this person feels like there's something worth fighting for. They are, while they might think about it, I don't think they'll actually go through it. We have the 3 of Swords coming out saying that that's not actually what they want. They're trying to use it as some kind of leverage to get something out of you maybe, or out of their, I'm seeing a no, but that like that's disappointing to you somehow. You were rage baiting last night? You're so good at it too. Awesome, Shonda. It's not from me. It's from his ex. Oh, I see. I see. So that's why the 3 of Swords comes out, because you're like, oh my gosh, if you could just get a divorce, this would like, I would feel better. I would feel more comfortable. I see. That makes sense why, like, this is like the card of grief. That's why I was saying that. All right, Shonda, let's get Shonda's oracles. S-H-O-N-D-A. What do we have? Loved bomb. Uh-oh. Did you get love bomb recently, Shonda? This is intense affection added to you intense affection too quickly. There's excessive attention, overwhelming charm, and hidden control here. So you might have been, you know, suffering from being love bombed. Or maybe you want to love bomb somebody. I mean, either way, that's the card that comes out for your energy. Sis, welcome in. What else do we have for Shonda? What's the T for Shonda? What's the T? S-H-O-N-D-A. We have, ooh, an obsessive lover. So this is a dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, or maybe even karmic love. It happens. It happens. So if you're like wondering maybe why you're like stuck on somebody, well, it's just probably part of, it's like they're there to teach you some kind of lesson, something like that. But the what's the tea cards are mostly for fun. What else do we have for our beautiful Shonda? Somebody wants you back. They're looking out the window and thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I could have this person back in my life if I wasn't just a big old loser. I'm just kidding. They're not thinking that. But they're definitely looking out the window, wishing you were in front of their house. All right, let me pull the romance card to see what the romance says for you. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you. Shonda. All right, think of your person. How do you and your person align? We have a doorway. So an opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. Okay. I mean, that looks like a window to me, but maybe I don't know. Maybe it is a door. Yeah, it is a door. So this is good. You get an opportunity here. Finally. I wonder if that's talking about Rico. All right, let me pull you your vegetable card and your therapet. And then I've got Nana written down. And then, thank you for the populars, Latarian. And then we're doing a Just Glam with her mini. Okay, so you get the card of onions. I hope you don't dislike onions. Well, you can also just you can use it as a garnishment maybe. But it banishes negativity from your life. Even if the negativity in your life is created from your own thought patterns, this will help you. I wasn't a fan of onions when I was younger. And I mean I was literally 20 years old before I would eat one. So I hope you're not like that. Oh, you love onions. Good, good, good. That's good. Life will always bend you, but trust me, you are too strong to break. And this is a reindeer. And it's very Christmassy, you know? So I like this one. You're too strong to break, girl. Good. Eat you some onions today, girl. Banish the negative energy. Thank you for always being here, always being positive. Nana, did you have a question today? I've also got Just Glam. She said your meeting got canceled. Okay, cool. All right, girl. So let me do a little shuffle, read your question, and then we can go from there. Thank you, friends, for double tapping. Love you, friend. Is there a possibility of Jay and I being together in the future? Let's find out. Is there a possibility? All right, for Nana and Aim. Okay, well, the Lover's card comes out, the first one that comes out. Hi, Carrie Berry. Thank you for the daily. 5 of Swords in reverse. And the Empress in reverse. So I feel while this may happen for you in the future, this would be, this is a yes. The opportunity exists. The reality exists. This would mean having a big reconciliation. You'd have to really make up, you'd have to be sorry for your part, he'd have to be sorry for his part. You guys would have to move forward on that kind of communication. Then the Empress in reverse tells us that I don't know if you would thrive here because this person just because of the past situations or whatever, but to answer your question plainly, it is a yes. And then I have Bon, I've got you written down. You will be after Just Glam. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. I know a lot of times I'm not seeing. It is a Christmas bow. Do you like her? You're welcome, Bon. Okay, so Just Glam, ready for your many, my love? Let me put these back in here, do some shuffling. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Okay, perfect. I think what you said was an energy check. Let me double look. Here. Yes, okay. Let's do our little energy check-in. Yeah, you did. Good for you. I'm so proud of you, girl. It's just a lot easier because sometimes, TikTok will filter the strangest comments. So like we don't always see every single one. Yeah. Okay, JES. Okay. All right, so an energy check-in for them. So for you, we have the Page of Swords coming out for you and the Ten of Swords as well. So it's been really hard for you to like heal like whatever like they were normally triggering, because the Page of Swords in reverse, it's hard for you to heal without talking to this person. You know what I mean? Like it would be easier for you if you could speak to them even just a little bit, but I can see that just not much has changed on their like desire to communicate. Now the Ten of Swords in reverse here, like I feel like you're going back and forth thinking, am I doing more damage to them than I'm actually helping them? Like you carry some guilt yourself here. Like even though you know this person is like choosing their own lifestyle, choosing their own way to go about life, like you're thinking like, is it possible that I'm a trigger? You know what I mean? So I feel like that's kind of like been difficult for you, at least for right now, because those are the first two cards that come out for you. Now for them, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming forth, and then the Ace of Wands. So there's something that has changed in their life. As far as an energy check for them, I mean, this is generally the Wheel of Fortune is like it's about timing. So we're talking about divine timing here. So the Ace of Wands as well, paired with this is like saying something is going right in their life. So this is like shifted them to take a turn, or this could point to them moving. You know what I mean? This is like perhaps they are feeling more secure about themselves, so they tend to like reach out more, or because they're feeling safe somewhere, they do something else. You know what I mean? So the next part that we're like, he's fine without you. I mean, at the moment, this is like momentary things, sure, but this is something that, you know, I mean, ideally you would want him to be, right? But this is more of a temporary thing. Okay, yeah. Because the next two cards that I'm pulling for him are Judgment and the Tower. So those are big cards, okay? So you remember how we've talked a little bit about like hitting rock bottom, about like things happening, like it's almost like in a chain of events they tend to happen. Like, you know, your car breaks down, so then you lose your job. So once you don't have a job, then you lose your place to live. And then when you don't have a place to live, like I guess you might still have your girlfriend or whatever, whatever his situation is, right? I can't remember what it was. But it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, you know? And then like your last dollar gets stolen by like a dog or something. You know what I mean? Like rock bottom, right? You want him to miss you. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't look into that yet. But it was more about his own energy for himself. Like, of course, when it comes to people who are in like any type of active like recovery situation, like missing someone it's not the same as it is if like two normal people are missing each other, you know? It just doesn't register the same. It doesn't factor into their daily life, unfortunately. So like we can look. But I agree, he does need a rock bottom. So that's why I'm like, while these are bad cards, this might mean good news for you. Now, would he be receptive to having a conversation with you? Let's take a look. JESS. Of course, Diana. The list is still open right now. Well, the Four of Cups. I'm laughing at the card because it's funny. But the Four of Cups in reverse is coming out. And then the Hierophant comes out. So generally, he would speak to you about things that are not emotional. So if you're not talking about relationship, if it's more about practical stuff, like I don't know, anything to do with a lawyer or something, or maybe having money, something like that. like he would speak to you about things like that, but like once you cross over into the emotions, he's just not capable of like understanding where you're coming from. Okay. But if I can remember right, you were on like a no contact thing, right? Does he want to come back at all? Oh, okay. Well, okay. Does he want to come back to be with you, live with you? You haven't spoke. Okay, that's what I figured. All right, so does he want to come back? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the Ten of Wands comes forth. So there is a desire to come back, but there is just not, like he doesn't feel like it's something he has to do. And because he doesn't feel like he has to do it, it's not something he's going to do. So like when it comes to you, he's suppressing his emotions, he's suppressing his feelings, because he knows if he acts out of feelings, it doesn't get him what he wants. So he's very smart, he's very empathetic, but like to the point of his own detriment maybe. The Ten of Wands coming forth is just like, it would be a lot. Does he desire to come back? Sure. But it's just not something he's thinking about. He's just not considering it at the moment. Let me see if the holiday makes any difference. Okay, so the Ace of Swords in reverse and then the Star coming out. So I'm seeing that there's hope here. So that's probably something that you just need to know in particular. Now, the Ace of Swords in reverse is saying, when there is, for you specifically, when you're not hearing from him more, the more you're able to disconnect and detach, that is more beneficial to you. That is probably most likely when he'll be ready to come back, is like when you detach. You know what I mean? Does he want to be in a relationship with you? We can look. Yeah. Okay, let's look, babe. Does he want to be in a relationship with you? All right, my love. With you, right? Not with this other person. That's what you were. No, you're okay. I want you to get your clarity here. Wow, there's no real clarity you can gain when it comes to like because I understand what you're wanting. You're wanting to know like the inside of his mind, like where his thoughts are at, so you can gauge where to put yours. Gary Berry, stop! What the heck? That was beautiful. Thank you. Girl, you did not have to do that. That was gorgeous. You're like probably sitting there like, okay, stop yapping and look at the screen. Thank you, Carrie. What have you written down? Okay, so I think he's still active in addiction, but I'm not sure. I would say so. Just because he's like, when I say like the thought process is just not there yet, that's what it seems like. So if something else is like, if addiction is like the most important thing here, then of course it makes sense why he wouldn't be like reaching out, why he wouldn't even be thinking about a relationship. He would only be thinking about how to serve himself, because that's all he can focus on is like what he needs. Like he needs to survive. We're talking about survival here. Like, and you're thinking about emotions, you know what I mean? Like that's where like the disconnect is. That's probably why he feels nothing. Exactly. All right, Carrie Berry. Love you, girl. So Rush of Tarot, I have 3. Well, 2, technically. I know, it is so sweet of you, Carrie. I will choose someone here in a few. After we're done Vaughn's reading, I'll pick somebody. We'll play a game or something. Lizard. Okay, but so that's why I'm saying like this is why he's like, the feelings just aren't there. Is there hope for the future? Absolutely. But because not enough has changed yet, I mean, like from the day where the two of you split, or the two of you like didn't talk anymore, like 6 months from that day is going to be like the most likely chance you have of speaking to him. 6 months, okay? Now, things between then can change. Like it can go up and down, up and down, up and down. But that's like the basics here. I got you written down, lizard. Lizard. Correct. So if he wasn't in that, well, I mean, okay, so that's hard to say because once, like, when people are focused on recovery, it's genuinely like the main focus. So the relationship, sure, it's not because he doesn't love you, it's not because you're not worthy of love, it's not because you're not worthy of devotion or anything like that. It is literally because, like, he is like, he cannot heal this part of himself, this wounded part of himself, like physically, mentally, emotionally. And so because that, he literally cannot, the love that he's given to you in the past, he's just not the same person as he is the day you met him, which is okay, right? But this is about like growth and long-term, because you want a long-term healthy relationship. If there was no addiction here, you have the ability to have that. I feel like the ability is there. It's not because it's a lack of love. It is literally a lack of capacity is what we're going to say. Okay, sis, I got you written down. You're after lizard. So that's in February. Oh, okay, gotcha. So, okay, that rings true. All right, here is your therapist card, my love. I wish you the best of luck. As you know, I'm always here for you, girl. Your struggle is not an indication of failure, which is so true. You're not a failure, so don't tell yourself that. You are beautiful. You're deserving, okay? This is probably just triggering a side of you that you're just like, oh, man, this sucks. I wish I could just hear from him. It happens a lot, okay? You're not alone here. Of course, Jess, of course. Sending you lots of healing love. Just know, February coming around, you can make it till then, right? Of course you can. You can do anything you want. Okay. Thank you, lizard. Bloop, 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 bloop. I haven't thought of anything to say for that yet. Yeah, I know you do. It's hard too, because it's like, if they're not the same person though, because he's just not who he was when you met him, you know? Like, you miss the person he was. I definitely think you have to go through either Al-Anon or some kind of grieving process to maybe like comprehend, like, dang, you know, shedding that version of him. That can help some people is what I'm saying. But yeah, we all heal in our own time, whatever. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Yes. I'm sorry, girl. I know. It's tough out there. It really is. And when there's very little resources on like addiction, because it could be like considered taboo or whatever, it sucks. But I think that it's important, especially to the loved ones, because a lot of times we're just like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know why this is happening. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Especially because at like their core, they're genuinely like the most empathetic people. No, you're the fine one. I know. Kitty's in recovery. Good job. He didn't just cut me off. He cut off his family. Exactly. And so that's something, probably because he knew that you were holding him accountable, and that he would rather be with someone who enables him, because that's the easier path. That's the path of least resistance when it comes to addiction. That's like, oh yes, I want the easy stuff. Give it to me. Because it's a need. It's not, so it's a survival need. So like we shift our mindset there. It's like, okay, it's not about me. Like they have to survive how, you know, their brain thinks they can. So that can kind of help a little bit when you think about it like that. I see your motorcycle outside. Vaughn, are you still in here? You're very welcome, Jess. No, absolutely not. It has nothing to do with that. So that's like a common thing though when it comes to relationship, is like thinking that the next person is just better or prettier or richer or something. But that's not it really. It's just they're either easier to manipulate or control, or they have a lot of, maybe she is also in active addiction, so that makes it easier. All right, Vaughn. Exactly. I mean, rebound, sure, but like when it comes to the thought process of someone in addiction, it's a little bit different than more than it is for just relationships, you know? It's more than just like a rebound. It'd be like a supplier is what I'm saying. Okay, so anyways, all my rants. Vaughn, you're up next. Good luck to you, Jess. I'm always here for you, girl. You can feel free to message me. I do also have private readings available if you guys are interested. For the rest of this year, they are like 50% off. So, just FYI. Right, exactly. See, you're so smart. You get it. You get it. It's one thing to like understand, but it's another thing to like feel it. And that's the hard part, is getting our feelings in check. Thank you for using this sticker, Sherry. No, you're absolutely right about that parallel though, Ian. You're right. So you're up. Did you have a specific question for your reading? You let me know. Let me take a drink. Did you forget? You got a reading. Clark it. I have Lizard and then Jeslo. Lizard and Jeslo. I have Lizard, Jeslo, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Thank you for the daily. How are you doing, Laura Jane? Oh, I love your name. Yeah, they'll be soon. Going to campus. Will he reach out today or will he reach out soon? About my letter. Okay, let's find out. You're going to campus today? Is it the last day of the semester? I feel like it is, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll wait for da freebies. I get you. All right, Bon. Okay, so today, as far as today goes, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, so some shifting from disappointment. So we're bringing a little bit of hope into the situation where it's been like stagnation and nothing. The Chariot comes out, so you going to campus changes something. Are you planning on going to talk to him? Are you planning on seeing him or like walking by his class, maybe lingering at the lunch place for a little while? Is that because it looks like it changes something specific. Now, the Lovers in reverse here is interesting because this is saying, well, the dynamic is not necessarily changing. Love isn't necessarily like propelling itself forward, but it does look like this person feels a connection for you. Now, is anything... Mickey, my love, how are you? Just walking in the hallways. I gotcha. You're just gonna go hang out. All right, let's see. B-O-N. How are you doing, babe? So is this person... It still looks like their guard is up for some reason. Maybe they don't want to like... Which honestly, I can understand this one as like objectively, because they don't want to like drop their guard for just any and everyone, because that would make them like you can imagine how someone could manipulate the position, right? The Ten of Wands in reverse, though, this is something that you would have to show, like to help fix this. This is like the way that you show like love or affection or something. The Ten of Wands in reverse. So this is something like, it's literally just consistently telling them over and over that like, I like you. I'm serious. Like, no, I'm not trying to get you. I'm not trying to like get your job taken away or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they need like extra reassurance where that comes in. Okay. So that's like where the big hesitation is coming from. So have they said anything? Are we hoping to? Right. Exactly. How can you like, get them to relax, or like show them that like you're consistently there? Because you guys don't even have each other's phone numbers, right? If I can remember correctly. Oh, it's your last day in this campus. How could I tell him in the school environment? Oh, I see what you're saying. Let's look. I mean, like, because my ideas are like, I don't know, we could pass notes, right? I don't know. Okay. So there does have to be a plan to see them outside of school, right? That has to exist. There can be a couple of different ones. I mean, you can like, so you've already like wrote a letter. You can ask like specifically for socials, or you can see like Do you know where he goes outside of work or no? If he can talk to me, then I'll give it to him. Oh, okay, I see. Yes. So it's just opening up the floor for conversation, right? All right, so let me see if the letter has affected him in any way. He doesn't have iTree. His FB is outdated. I mean, FB in general is outdated. You're so funny. Okay, so they're coming to get me. Let me see what this how this person feels. Bon, okay? B-O-N. Let's pull a card for that. Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know if they're out there like with the Grinch or whatever again, but I don't know. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming through, and then the King of Swords coming through. So honestly, I feel like the best case scenario here is for the two of you to have a conversation off campus, but something has to happen before then, right? Like you have to either talk on socials, you have to talk somewhere else, like where there's not prying eyes or, you know, people that could misjudge the situation. You know what I mean? I have a Grinch in my midst. Where the two ladies were walking a dog and the cops pulled up and I don't think so. Maybe he can ask through email. Well, if you're talking about school emails, that one would be difficult. Because, I mean, if somebody is already feeling like they're tracked, then, you know what I mean? If someone's already like, they're tracking me, then they would be very hesitant, very hesitant to put like secret information there on their school emails, is what I mean. The friend said, ooh, they are coming to get you. And they, oh, no, I haven't seen it. I'll never say that again, though. Vito, I have you written down, my love. Okay, so there's nothing realistically you can do besides extend an offer. Okay, so you've extended your offer. You can, I mean, heck, you can write them another letter or, you know, however you can talk to them, and just so that they know that you're there if they're willing to come and listen or come willing to talk to you. You know what I mean? You can't make them do anything except for have a conversation. You can ask them to have a conversation, right? Let me look at the blockages here. Did she go bail her out? I need to know. Right. I think his emails are not tracked. Okay, so that it is safe. Okay. That's good then. Okay. So then the blockages, it feels like they're just guarded. Okay, so this is the blockage card that comes out. It says, you're lonely because you're aloof, trust others, and let them into your heart. But this is the blockage for him, okay? So just think that they're, this is how they feel. That's something that they have to work through. All you can do is be there if they're willing to talk, right? You can just extend that. You can open the floor for communication, but you can't make someone, you know, walk through, which is... You can do things to like say, hey, come over here. But unfortunately, until you guys have something like that, I mean, I see the feels, I see the goodness here, I see the potential for relationship even, but he has to like cross that line, which he just hasn't yet, is what I'm seeing. It's just a matter of time, is what I'm seeing. And just from human nature, it's just like, it's what's known. So you think he will reach out today? I don't think it'll be today, because I think something changes though today, as in like the weekend is thought about. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles coming out, Death in reverse. before the new year, if anything doesn't happen before the new year, if you don't hear anything before the new year, I would say the likeliness of the conversation happening lessens, okay? Unless you meet them out somewhere that's not at school. Like if you meet them out in whatever city that you live in, I'm sorry, around the town, you know? But I'm not saying today, okay? Now your therapist card says you're strong, smart, and you've got this, which is totally true. And then we also have an Akashic Oracle card. Let me see what this one says for you, my love. Resolution. Oh, you live in Hawaii. Okay. It says whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Okay. I genuinely think this weekend, okay? But I can't, there's nothing besides like a gut feeling I have on that one, okay? It's not actually what I'm seeing, it's just what I'm feeling. So remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope they want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. Thank you so much for the glasses. But Vaughn, good luck to you. Truly, I hope everything goes good. I hope he does reach out today and this weekend and that you guys hang out and just, you know, see if the potential is there. At least you will have tried. Hello, Anna. How are you doing, beautiful? She was wanted for an over 40-year-old kidnapping. Oh. Wait, so 40 years. That's like old enough to like the kid can grow up, right? Dang, that she kidnapped her own kid? Oh, okay. So, Vito, you are after Jaslo. She done kidnapped them and raised them. I know, that's what I was thinking. Kidnapped, raised, probably put them through college in 40 years. So, I mean, that's amazing. I mean, amazing that, like, they're still looking for her. You know what I mean? Like, why even waste the taxpayer dollars to go get her? Like, put them through college and everything. I know. But listen, Vaughn, if you're ever needing anything, feel free to message me. I'm always here. And I know it's just been like confusing for you. There's two, Vito. Right, and erased. So let me double check because someone just sent in more glasses. It's giving me a headache. Vito. I've also got Elin for a yes, no. And I have Laura Jane. Okay, perfect. Okay, awesome. Who does? Sherry had a yes or no. She did? Oh, did I just miss writing her down? Sherry. Okay, so right now I've got Lizard, I've got Jaslo, I've got Elin, Laura Jane, and Sherry for yes no's. And then we'll do Vito. Then you'll be there. So these are just yes no's though. Guess how? Who called you yesterday, Anna? Oh, me? Yeah, I wrote her down after Laura Jane. Okay, so Elin, Laura Jane, Sherry. Really? Did you guys have a good conversation or what? What happened? Tell me. Laura Jane, will I hear from Ryan before Monday? Let's find out. I wonder if that's why I'm like, Anna, I was looking for you yesterday because I don't know what time I don't know England time, but I remember you said it was going to be 8 o'clock for me. Or around 8 o'clock, something like that. Laura, will I hear from Ryan before Monday? We have the 10 of Pentacles. the Seven of Pentacles. This is like slow and steady, he's winning the race. Is Ryan like an ex you're hoping to come back, trying to reconcile something? I see that before Monday, this person tries to fix something between the two of you. So I would go with a yes, okay? It's fine, you came in second. Okay, nice. It's like, it literally won't even show me if you're live though. That's why I'm like, are you usually co-hosting or something? Is Diddy gonna be okay and comfortable at Nana's? Let's find out. I get it. But it's not home. I feel like for the first like 3 months, like when we like move out, this is just my thought process. When we move out from like home, for the first like 3 months, we're like, yeah, this is awesome. Like I'm allowed to do whatever I want, whenever I want. And after that 3 months, reality sets in. And that's when it's like, oh no, this actually sucks. Oh, I see. Is Diddy going to be okay and comfortable at Nana's? Diddy. Well, okay, so yes, she's going to be okay. We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Three of Swords, and then the Star coming out. You get the card with the cake, okay? So, is it going to be difficult? Honestly, yeah, I think it feels like more, it's just more like uncomfortableness than anything. Like she doesn't want to be a burden. She doesn't want to think she's a burden. She doesn't necessarily want people that are not you to tell her what to do, like, which is interesting in itself. But, you know, now the Three of Swords, there is kind of like a loss and grief thing here where like she, you know, has to like part with the fact that like, you know, have to like shed my older self to move on to my new self, right? And then we have the Star coming out, which is the card of hope. Now, this is good because this is saying, yeah, absolutely, she's going to be fine. She's going to be able to focus on school. She's going to be able to focus on her life even. But yeah, the missing and the grief does exist. So that's something that, you know, it can come out as anger a lot, unfortunately. To the safe parent. Why is it going to be difficult? Well, it's just, well, like you said, we have loss and we have grief here, which is about missing the home, missing where you grew up. Just like it feels like a big separation, even though it's not necessarily. The Knight of Swords in reverse even is like, so like maybe it's like the routine, I guess, is like thrown off, you know? What do you mean anger? Well, have you ever had somebody who is like be angry to you who wasn't necessarily angry, they were like sad, so they were just like, so maybe they were more likely to say hurtful words or be cross with you, but they're not necessarily angry at you. They're more sad and in their feels and don't know how to really express that without the anger. Because like sadness is like the worst. Right, overwhelmed. Okay, so there you go. Picking up what I'm putting down. You got it. So the overwhelming feelings, the anger, it just exists. So I feel like, yes, she's going to be okay. She's going to be safe. She's going to love it eventually, right? Eventually. But I think that it is good for her growth. I know. I think she feels a lot. And she feels like she has to be strong. The poor girl, the poor dear. But yeah, she's going to be fine, girl. Look. Oh wait, I've already pulled this like 4 times today. That I did that one too. Okay, you are worth taking care of. You should tell her that today. You're worth taking care of. Okay, it's true. All right, so Sherry, will me and Jave be in a relationship and live together this month? SHERRY. Let's find out, Sherry. You're very, very welcome, my love. Okay, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. We also have the Ten of Wands coming out and the Magician coming out as well. So this looks like a difficult month. So I don't think it's going to be by the end of this month, unfortunately. At least for right now, communication has slowed down. It doesn't look like you guys it doesn't look like it's easy is what I'm seeing, okay? So that's the first thing. It looks like a lot of hard work, which it could be you, it could be them. It's just maybe one of you is just not prepared to do yet. I see the two of you working together, knowing that you have all you need is to be together. It's just unfortunate that it doesn't work out by the end of this month, but I still think that it's worth pursuing, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean just because by the end of this month you guys won't be together doesn't mean that like you won't ever be. It's just like, girl, these is tough times. But these cards are saying, whew, it's hard out here. So I get that. This person just needs a little more time, a little more space, maybe just a little bit. All right, here, let me pull a Therapet card for you, Sherry. This one says you don't have to be perfect to be lovable. I think that was Kitty's today. I wonder if I flipped my deck on accident. I think it did. All right, so the next person I have is Elin, E-L-I-N. You're very welcome, Sherry. Okay, I see you, Elin. E-L-I-N. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. Is it over between me and Kevin? I don't think so. The Nine of Pentacles says that you guys built something together worth taking time and reflecting for. So no, I don't think it's over. I think temporarily they just couldn't, I don't know. It feels like emotionally they just weren't there. Maybe it was like too much of an overload. Maybe you guys were fighting something. Some kind of disharmony was there to cause this rift, okay? So, no, I don't think it's over, but I do think that there needs to be work done on both parts, okay? All right, should I pursue any of my options or keep being patient? Oh my gosh, okay. Let's find out, sis. All right, let us see. Jessssica. Should I pursue any of my options? Option number 1. Okay, the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is saying, listen, the illusion of choice. Okay, so were they ever really worth it? Are they ever really worth disrupting your peace for? No, not really, because it seems like you come to like the conclusion that like they're not worth most of your time, you know, maybe a little bit, maybe for entertainment purposes, but not necessarily for like emotional commitment. Okay. Right. Like this set is honestly at this point, it's like they're old already. Let's reshuffle. Okay, but let's double check. All right, so the Devil in reverse, I like this. Because I feel like this is saying that you're breaking like the toxic pattern that you would usually get into, and that can feel scary sometimes, like overwhelming. If you've been feeling anxious this week or whatever, this is probably the cause of it, is because you're changing the direction of like your behaviors from the past. And that's not an easy thing to do. It's honestly an overwhelming thing to do. So like you're protecting your peace and your safety, but you're also like changing your habits, which is an awesome thing. Okay, so let's see if we're gonna get rich. The fun stuff. Yes. Let's kick her off the cliff. Okay, hang on. Let's see what your gossip card says, sis. Jessssica. Well, you still got a side piece. So this is saying, well, don't cut them off completely, okay? Keep your side piece. Have your secret romance, okay? Only late night calls. That's all you get. Nothing but no daytime calls, okay? You're the gorgeous one, Ian. 10 out of 10. And here's your Therapet, okay? This says, only the side piece. I know. I always forget. It's the long eyes. You are not a burden. We are lucky to have you. Only the side piece. It's the long eyes. That's my tell. I am actually really country. but like the words like five, side, and all of those, like with the long I, man, they always get me. And oil. Let me, you already read my mind. I'm over here having to think about it like, oh gosh, oil. But yeah, it is what it is. Only so much can go away. I'm gonna come home for Christmas, okay? So where are you guys going? Are you going to Chrissy's house? The glasses. So I'm so sorry. You said you sent the glasses. Becca, yes, you did. You did send the glasses. What is your yes or no question, my darling? And then I've got Vito. Is Vito in here? I'm not teasing you. I'm being so real. But I don't 100% know. Because, I mean, Nora's on leave, so we're good. Yes, absolutely. Can you be on there? Okay. Yes, I'll put you on. You can be after Anne. I've got Anne written down, okay? So you can be after Anne. Anne. Will I see Drake today? Okay, Becca B. I know, right? But I need him to drive, so. Actually, I'll just let Serena drive. I be forgetting she can drive. Oh, goodness. These are hard cards. Okay, so we have Judgment coming out for you, Becca. So I would lean towards a no here. The 8 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. I feel like if you depend on this person, they're just going to keep disappointing you, okay? Judgment is coming out saying it's not a lack. You know, this doesn't mean you lack something. This is clearly a them problem. But I am seeing a no here, okay? But you didn't do anything wrong to cause this. All right. Vito, you are up, babe. What is your question for your mini reading? Is it, you're cold this morning? Her need a blankie. What is the temperature where you're at? I think I looked today and it was like 50 degrees here. So, and that's also, I could be tripping because in the morning, I literally am like so blind. Oh my gosh, I love Harley. I miss her too. Are you guys playing Fortnite right now? Vito. Mickey was here for like a minute and then he skedaddled. Thank you. Will V and me reconcile still? Will he unblock me? Okay, will V and me reconcile still? Okay, let's find out. I love that. Good, that's good. Will V and me reconcile? Okay, let's find out, Vito. V-I-T-O. Okay, will he unblock me? So as far as reconciliation goes, we have the 10 of Wands here in reverse. So this is, I mean, we're unpacking a lot of different things here. So a lot of different things have to fall into place before this can happen. Now, the Queen of Swords in reverse tells me that he has either been distant, you haven't heard from him, or her, V, him or her. You haven't heard from them in a while. Ah, Betsy's here. Sorry. All right, V, I'm seeing you haven't heard from him. There is an imbalance of the feels here. So this is like when somebody, hi, Betsy. This is like when somebody, it's a guy. Okay, gotcha. Somebody likes somebody more than the other person. Okay, so think of an imbalance. Like maybe you were the giver and this person was like, you were like all like, you were always like in contact. You were always the one messaging, always the one trying to keep the relationship alive even. And this person was the one who was like trying to distance themselves. Okay. So just think this is an imbalance. Now, I'm not saying it was like that all the time completely, but it just seems like that is what they reflect on if they want to go back to that imbalance. Okay. How are you doing, Betsy? Am I in the bathroom with you? Are you sneaking away? Okay. So let me look and see if he will unblock you. Oh, the cards are just flying everywhere. Will he unblock you? Okay, well, okay, truthfully, the Four of Cups comes out. Today is... Betsy's so funny. Oh my God. I don't know. She's like the funniest person. Like accidentally. Hi, husband. Okay, listen. Vito, the Four of Cups comes out. Ah, thank you, Betsy. The Four of Cups, again, about complacency. This person is happy where they're at the moment. So moving them is going to be difficult. Will they unblock you? Let's find out. V-I-T-O. Will they unblock you? The Nine of Cups. They sure will. They sure will. And I would say set some pretty strict boundaries here, because if you don't want to like have to keep going through like this, like wondering, and then they fall off and then you're stuck in la la land, like, okay, what's going to happen next? You don't want to do that forever. Okay. I mean, you might be able to consider it now because you love this person, but like when you're out of it on the outside looking in, it's like you're kind of torturing yourself. Okay. So put those boundaries up in place and says like, hey, if you're going to act like this, I can't become a part of this again. You know what I mean? Because you don't need to be like, you deserve someone to be secure with you, right? You deserve someone to give you like transparency and be accountable for when they hurt you. You know what I mean? But to answer, that's not really what your question was. Your question was, are they going to unblock you? Yes, they're going to unblock you. A relationship this month, I'm not seeing it, okay? Right. I know you like it. I have a red one too. But let me see what the blockage is here, and then I will pull a gossip card for you, okay, Vito? And then if you have a follow-up question, you let me know. Incomplete. This one says you want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. Put up boundaries. Yeah. So just having feelings of being complete. So you're a complete person, you know, you're whole by yourself. This also goes for them though. So maybe they feel like they have to be in a relationship, or they feel like they, you know, their life isn't complete until they have one. So that's an interesting blockage. Because it's like, okay, you're already aware of it, so you're already working through it. Could he reach out to me in the 90 days? Okay, could he reach out to you? Is it possible he will reach out? Okay, so we do have the King of Cups coming through and the Five of Wands. So I am seeing a yes, it is possible, because there's like problem solving here. So the desire to fix a resolution, because like he feels, you know, pain. So he wants to like ease that pain. You know, he also feels kind of guilty for the way he left things. So, all right, let me pull your Therapet card, and then we will move on to, let me see. I have Ann, A-N-N. I don't even know if I spelled that right. So here is your Therapet card. It says everything is scary and you feel vulnerable, but that doesn't mean anything is going to go wrong. Anxious feelings aren't usually indicative of reality. Very, very true. Will it be at random? Will he reach out randomly? Okay. Let's find out. Will he reach out randomly? Yeah, it does look like it's going to be more random than anything. The Two of Wands comes forth. So this is about indecision, okay? Indecision. So he hasn't made up his mind whether he's going to reach out or not. So I would go with a yes. The Eight of Wands coming out. It's more random than it is to make sense. Because, like, are you expecting him to reach out? Like, because if you're not, like, genuinely, like, expecting him, then, you know what I mean? Right, I don't have a way to contact him. Okay, good. So I'm saying good for your own sanity, right? So you don't have a way to contact him. So it's not like you can like put all this energy into the situation. Which is a little bit unfair if you think about Vito, because like if they are the one who has the control over the communication, like that's unfair to you. Like you just have to stay like stuck in your head. You know what I mean? But I am seeing it be more random than anything. And quick, like small, like literally like a hey, like on IG or something. Right? It should be fair. But I also understand, like I understand where you're coming from, so I get why it hurts. Like the only thing you can do, like truly when it comes to these situations, is just have an open heart, create a space to say, you know, you can come here and talk to me whenever you need to. I always have, you know, I'm always here for you, or something like that. And that kind of invites them, and maybe like it'll make him like feel less pressure, you know, because if you take the pressure off, I think that can help a situation sometimes, but it doesn't necessarily like give you clarity. It just gives them a safe space to like speak. Right. But good luck to you, Vito. Truly, I wish you all the best. I'm happy to check in another time. Jay Bougie, how are you doing? Beautiful. Thank you for the galley. You will be after Ian, okay? Do you mean just say it out loud to myself? You can. But no, yeah, I see what you're saying. You're like, because I don't have that option to talk to them. So true, but you do have the option of having like your pages public. You have the option of having like keeping your communication lines open. So as long as your communication lines are open, like you're willing, like you know to yourself, you're willing to have a conversation with this person, maybe try to see their perspective, then that's kind of what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So if your pages are public, because you say you don't have a way to talk to them, right? But you have public TikTok or IG or, you know, Twitter or whatever it is you have. So allow the DMs to be sent. If you have an email, you know, you allow the emails to be sent. You get what I'm saying? Like, keep your own lines open. Because if you're desiring to have a conversation with someone, it wouldn't make sense to have them blocked. That's all I mean. A lot of times people will ask questions about those that they have blocked, but want communication. So I just have to like affirm that the communication lines are open. Keep them open. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Keep the DMs open, Vito. Bottom line. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So have a good day, Vito. Thank you. Always good to clarify. It is. You never know who's on the other side is why I always try to do that. Period. So, Ian, what's your question? Betsy, did you have a question? I know she can only come in here for a moment. I think she had to leave. What? I still have Anne written down, but I don't know who Anne is. All right, let me cross Vito out. Cross Just Low out. Betsy question mark. And I still have a giveaway to do. Okay. Ian, can I get a tarot pull and what's going to happen for the rest of this month? Let's find out what's going to happen for the rest of this month. What's going to happen for the rest of this month? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 of Wands in reverse. This is talking about plans going astray. So something that you've planned, something you've been hoping for, you have to find a way to navigate it, okay? Because something's not going to work out that you're hoping to work out, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, maybe you're even at a crossroads decision right now or lately. It feels like you have to do one or the other, okay? The 2 of Pentacles has been showing up in your readings, I feel like, all week. So whatever it is you have to make a decision with, make the decision. We also have Lovers coming out, though. So I think you're going to like this part. So the Lovers card, what is going to happen this month? Well, when Lovers comes out, it is genuinely, you could find, you don't even know what the decision. It could be within, think of every aspect of your life. Think of health, think of, mind, body, soul, kind of check in with yourself. Okay, what kind of decisions do you have to make about your future? If you're going to buy someone a gift or not. Marisol, thank you. Maybe if you are going to participate in someone's life or not. If you're going to, how you're going to handle a fight, or how you're going to handle some new money, or how you're going to handle a new lever, because Lovers also comes out. And so that is what I think is the interesting thing, that because it can literally mean somebody, like a relationship. But if that's not what you're looking for, partnership or an admirer, a secret admirer, could also happen for you. Okay. Just keep your eyes peeled back. A baddie's coming forth. True, but not this card. I feel like we get this one more than we do the other. Than we do this one. Right, exactly. We're hoping for the best but expecting the worst, basically. Oh my gosh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Kitty cat. The Hanged Man comes out. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Ugh. Honestly, I don't think so. I feel like that decision is just, it hasn't been made yet. Like his mind isn't 100% made up. So I don't know yet, Ian. It probably just an emoji, but I know that's what I'm thinking too, because I'm like, it looks like he said that there's a plan to do so, right? But he didn't actually communicate that with her even. The Four of Swords coming out, and this is like, he's not going to do anything until he 100% has to do it. Well, that's not fair. Exactly. You get it, Carla. Absolutely. Hello, MGM. How are you doing? All right, Jay Bougie, let's get your mini reading up. Okay, so is everything going to work out with the current love situation? Let's find out, girl. JESS. Yes, throw them off the cliff, girl. There's a Barbie doll in there who's burning the house down, so I feel like you should do that too. We have the Hermit coming out. Okay, so things are looking up in regards to this relationship, okay? But there is some sneakiness, maybe a little lie or two. That's fine. The Seven of Swords, that is being found out. So that might sting a little bit. The Nine of Wands in reverse, I feel like this is telling us that as far as the future goes, I mean, the two of you work really well together. You can problem solve, genuinely when you're together, the time you're spending together is very, it feels like a lot of fun. And to them, they're huge weight is lifted off their shoulder whenever they are talking to you. You free their mind of the mess or something. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I'll be on a little past 2 because I got on late today. He's your best friend. This is a love relationship. So is that what you're saying? Oh, your best friend and lover. I see. So that makes sense why it's so fun, and I get it. All right. So the King of Wands in reverse. So it feels like they have more power in the relationship, and that dynamic can be a little bit scary, or it can be a little bit annoying because it's hard to know Like, it bothers you when you don't know what they're thinking, but they're not one who's like going to tell you what they're thinking. I don't know if that makes sense. All right, but the Knight of Cups comes through as well. I see the emotions are matched. It just looks very lighthearted. It just doesn't look solid yet. That's what I'm worried about. Is that, yeah, I can see the fun, I can see the silliness, but there's also no like solid there. Like, it doesn't feel solid. Like, the words have not been spoken that say that this relationship, like you and me, we together, us, and then we're moving towards a future together. And so I feel like that is the confusing part, maybe for you, because it is for me, because I'm like, well, we have all this goodness here, but there's nothing about the future. There's nothing solid laid so that the future can be brighter, you know? I'll be here all day tomorrow. This week has been chaos. I get you, girl. I get you. You're fine. You're fine. Girl, I've been late too, so you're absolutely fine. He says I'm his girl and I'm home. Okay, so he says this. Okay, right. So saying and doing is what I mean. So it's like the words are there. It's the actions that just need to be followed. So is everything going to work out? I mean, I don't see anything real problematic at the moment, besides the fact that is it mostly online or something? He hasn't called. So rude. Oh, that's so sweet though, Jess. So I feel like you are one of those people though, Jess, that you have a lot of resilience. And because of you, it's a large part of you that does the whole, that like carries it through, that like gets y'all through the hard times, you know? I think that what I would say based on the energy here is like, maybe don't self-sacrifice too much, you know? Don't be the one to always offer to do things outside of your own comfort zone. And as long as that, and then you'll be fine. You're practically living together. Okay. So you're just looking for like a reassurance then. Reassurance that like this person is also in this together with you, right? Because like I said, it's not like a real problem that I'm seeing. It's just a foundation issue is what I'm seeing. Okay. Gotcha. Which, I mean, people, that happens all the time. If you're lovers to friends, you should be fine. There's just maybe a codependency thing then. Like the two of you relying on each other like so much that you shut the world out. You know? Like, maybe don't do that. maybe lighten up on that. The Libra's manifesting me and I want him gone. Girl, I feel it. It's hard to break those cycles though. If somebody's manifesting, I mean, you could banish the energy for sure. You could sleep with like, most of the time it's dark colored stones or like smoky quartz will like transmute the energy a little bit differently. You just do a good old fashioned incense cleansing, sound cleansing, something like that. Or like the more like for like your own like nervous system, you can like regulate it by literally like dancing and singing is like one of the best things to do to like shake somebody off of you. And I know that sounds strange, but it genuinely works. It like gets them out of your like energy field. So that's something that can help. But let me pull you a Therapet card, my love. I do have, I think that might be it. I also have, maybe I just didn't pay attention. Marisol sent the glasses. Okay, look, you have the Phoenix coming out. This says, you will rise above the ashes. You will find a way to become whole again. You got the Phoenix, girl. Okay, Carla. But listen, Jay Bougie, I'm always here if you ever want to chat. I'm also offering private readings for the rest of this year are like 50% off. Okay, Carla, did my text to him scare him into getting rid of the online girl? Did my text to him? You're very welcome, Jessica. You're very welcome. I wish you all the best luck because you deserve all the happiness because you're an angel, truly. C-A-R. All right, Stop, I didn't know that you did this. When did this happen? Carla. Oh. Well, we've got the Ten of Swords. Okay, interesting. The King of Swords this morning and the Chariot in reverse. So, did your text scare him into submission? Well, this is saying like you triggered something because there's some kind of like betrayal wound here. He's like, the audacity, you know what I mean? Like that's in his brain. The King of Swords comes forth as well. And so this is someone who like takes control of the situation. So I see that you're just like, okay, so you just need to like stop being confusing to like my friend, right? The Chariot reverse though says, I don't think it stopped, but I mean, A+ for effort. So Nana, it just depends on which one you get. Like, I have open spots normally on Sunday and Monday, but usually 48 hours. As long as I don't get too booked up, so. The slang for wiener. There's so many different. Are you talking about like pecker? Are you talking about like wee wee, like tallywhacker? Like which slang for wiener? Oh, I get it. Like a wiener head. I got you. I had to go through them all. It's stop. Oh my God, I cannot with you. Just backtrack. I'm gonna mute you. Oh my goodness. Listen. But wait, did you get a reply? I would like to know. Did you get a reply? Okay. Where's Marisol? Did we scare her away? Marisol. Gear up, my darling. Oh, I see her here. Okay, perfect. I'm like waiting. Okay. Marisol, what is your question for today? My daughter wants me to dry her laundry. Fine. Does Andreas want to pursue anything romantic with me? All right, let's find out. For Marisol, Marisol. All right, does Andreas want to pursue anything romantic with me? Okay, we have the Hierophant in reverse, so this would be unconventional for him. I don't know why it's unconventional, but it's just looked at different. So this could mean like he either recently broke up with someone or he's in a relationship with someone technically still, or something along the lines. Like something's looked at like it's not the norm is what I'm saying. Unconventional, there we go. I'm like, what is that word? Okay, does he want to pursue anything romantic? I don't think so right now. Now, the Four of Pentacles comes out, and this is a person who's very guarded when it comes to emotional love. Do they have a physical attraction? I would definitely say yes. The attraction's there. Even the flirting is there. It doesn't look like romance is in the cards, though, and that's unfortunate because I see that you have like a really big heart. You're like really love to give. So you would absolutely be on board with this, but for him, it's... There's nothing behind those eyes, you know? I like to call these like dodo brains. Like cute, but it's just not there. So I'm not seeing romance yet, okay? But that doesn't mean that, you know, you're not worthy of love and time and affection, okay? So here, this is your therapist card. It says today is a brand new day and you are a brand new you. Good luck. And it's a cute little white robin. I hope I sent them in the right order. Let's find out. Okay. Dang, there's a bunch of them. I like your big letters. Good, Marisol. I'm glad. Hello, CJ. Welcome in. Okay, so if you have not asked a question yet, feel free to put your name and then ask the question. All right, let me see. I think they are in the right order. Absolutely. Thank you for the follow. You had a nice long text. Hi, baby. I'm sorry, I'm just reading this real quick. Chantel, thank you for the fast gear. How are you doing, babe? Did you have a question today? She said, don't make me hunt you down. She's a real one, you guys. Latarian's a real one. Latifa, how are you, beautiful? I hope you're having a good day so far. I'm just over cracking up at this conversation. It's not TikTok's fault. I'm just laughing. All right, Chantel. Well, I see Minnow this weekend. Ooh, let's find out. CHANTAL. You took today off? Yes, Queen. I love that. Okay, look, we have the star coming out. Hope is looking good. Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is I feel like we're getting a yes, okay? But I would hesitate to say yes because this person hasn't like followed through in a long time. So just be cautious here. Don't get your hopes up. How I'm going to be in months. Oh, yeah, that's right. With the star card. Okay, CJ. Hang on. I thought I saw... Okay, should I post a video of the house we picked in January? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, TR. Okay. Should I post a video of the house we picked in January? Let's find out. All right. Let's see. Should you post a video? In January? Temperance is in reverse here. And Justice is in reverse. Both of these are major cards. I would say... I would say no, unless you want some negative attention, okay? I mean, if you need some kind of like attention, some kind of noticing, I would go for it. But for some reason, it would be looked at as negative. Okay? At least for right now. At least for today. Maybe today is like overwhelming or something. You never can tell. I almost said the wrong town. That would have been embarrassing. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, TR. It would have been. I was like, well, I don't know the town. So I was like that part. I was like, that must be the name of where they live. Who's your crazy, I want to know who your crazy scamming lady was. Are you talking about me? There's a lot of Judes out there that are fake. Just FYI. So please don't get got. CJ, does Ern still love me? Let's find out. All right, CJ, you ready? And then I forgot what the, dang it, I forgot what the gift was that Carrie sent. I don't know how much it was worth. So I don't know whether to give away a mini or a full reading. CJ. I could just text her. Right, not the scammer Judes. Okay, not me. Okay. All right, Nana, let me write you down. All right, CJ, we have the World in reverse. Then we also have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So while the Six of Cups comes out, so while this person still holds affection for you, there's still sweetness here, but it doesn't look like they're trying to move on from this situation. So while they might still love you in some way, like, you know, and like, I love who they made me be, you know, something like that. It's not necessarily romantic love that will create a relationship, okay? So I would say no, but realistically, I know that there are some bonds that just can't be broken, you know? In this case, it doesn't matter. This person's trying to move on, all right? She sent one of those mix-up errors. Yes, I know. Was it? I just don't know what it was worth. I know it was, if it was a mini or a full reading. You're very welcome, CJ. You're very welcome. All right. Okay. So it's a mini giveaway. All right. And then Nana, let me look and see what yours says. Okay, Sage, does Jordan still love me? We have the Emperor and also the Knight of Wands. So I actually do think, yes, Jordan does still love you. And this is the kind that is in pursuit, like wants to move forward. Okay. Is the distance between me and Jay preparing us for everything happening? Oh, let's find out. CHARLOTTE. Nana, if you're ready, we can do your reading. And then I will do the mini giveaway. Okay. Is the distance between me and Jay preparing us for everything happening in divine timing? Okay, so I feel like we got the same card. So we have the Page of Swords coming out. So this is about the lessening of communication, not necessarily the lessening of care. It's just, it's like, it feels like there's just like talking less, communicating less. The Empress comes out though. And this is the good sign. So is it prepare? This is like, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to. This person may be like confused or they have some kind of, you know, the blockages or whatever. But listen, you're sitting on your throne, girl, with your crown of stars. In a kitty cat moo dress. Very cute. Very cutesy. So I would say yes. It's preparing for the divine timing, because I feel like you guys get divine timing all the time. And then you just get like small setbacks in your personal life. Like in your everyday life is what I'll say, like your physical life. Maybe you'll get sick or like something along those lines, like you have to pay your bills, all that stuff, work, things like that can cause setback in the relationship. But I think that they really do value and cherish it. So I feel like that is like one of the important things that like really it does look like he like depends on you like a lot. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's, at least you have that. You gotta start somewhere. Okay, let me take a drink real quick and then we will get to Nana's reading. All All right, Nana. It seems like he has fear on his side, right? You're very welcome, Charlotte, as always. Okay. Mentally preparing. Okay, girl. Oh, okay. I guess I can't put that up there for some reason. Huh. Can't pin that comment. Very strange. You could say, hello, my name is Nana. I appreciate you, Charlotte. I know, right? Okay. So, mini reading for Nana. First thing that we're looking into is the dreams. No, not the dreams. Okay. Does response time shake anything up? Let's find out. I know it. No, it literally is. That's what it represents. The Empress card represents the divine feminine. So feeling like you're in your soft girl era, you know, like leading with love and nurturing, not necessarily like, you know, fighting, yelling, screaming. That's more masculine. Typically, okay. It's about creativity too. Okay, so does this shake up and into movement for Nana? N-A-N-A. Okay, so the Queen of Swords in reverse. And then the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So not necessarily. It feels like you would get stuck in a cycle of, you know, giving, receiving, kind of delayed responses even, okay? So this is just saying don't get stuck in this cycle again. You're dreaming, it's this trying to like purge this feeling from you. So your subconscious is just trying to work it out while you're sleeping. The feels. So it makes sense that you wake up in your emotions because you're like in real time, you're processing that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, use a smart girl. Right, not the dream. True. I just mean the feelings from it. Like when you woke up, like the feeling from it. Unless your response is just really delayed. But reducing the availability is what I'm talking about, okay? So, right. So the first thing, so we got the Queen of Swords and the Six of Pentacles in reverse, okay? The first question about shaking, like, if you were to do this, would this happen? Does this shake into movement, right? You see what I'm saying? Okay, so this is saying not necessarily, okay? Because what happens is you just get stuck in that loop again, okay? And you don't want to be stuck in that waiting kind of loop, okay? Okay. All right, so would it be a good idea to ask? Let's see if you're to ask, okay, so if you're to ask this question, if you're to reach out and ask this question, would it be a good idea? Let's find out. A good idea. Would it be a good idea? Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. This is just literally saying it's not a bad idea. I mean, it's not a bad idea. It doesn't make much happen. There is a response from it, but after that, it's just more, it's like more of the same. It doesn't really do much. It's not a bad idea. So if you feel like you need to communicate with this person, communicate with them. Otherwise, you're going to just ruminate on it. And you don't want to be there ruminating on something like, I wonder if this would make a difference. You want to make sure that you've done what you could so that you don't think about it like in the future, you know, like woulda, coulda, shoulda type stuff. But I don't think that it's a bad idea to reach out. But I don't necessarily think it does much for you. You know what I mean? Other than set yourself up for like expectation of them messaging you back. And so that kind of like Just don't put any expectations on the message back is what I would say. You know what I mean? So you don't like disappoint yourself, basically. Well, okay, let's see. How do we break the loop? Well, we have the Page of Swords coming out, okay? So, for you, this is all about, like, you feel the feels, and you stop, like, right, exactly. So you stop feeling the feels, okay? So you just have to process the emotions, right? Especially when the Page of Swords is coming out. So this is, like, definitely use your voice. Figure out what it is that you truly need from a relationship. And we're talking about needs, like balancing, like because you don't ever want to like give away too much of your power. You always want to like use your voice specifically to like draw those, like, this is what I need from you. I need you to be open and available to at least texting me like once a day. Like, is that hard? If that's too hard, you need to run away from me because I don't need to be with you, you know? We're talking about needs here. That helps you out as far as freedom goes, you know. The Emperor in reverse, I feel like there's always kind of been, I'm not saying that there's like a negative outlook on men for you, but I'm just saying that like generally the ones that you've attracted are just like tend to have like the same kind of vibe to them, like the ones that you want to speak with, you know what I mean, versus the ones that like are attracted to you. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like they seem to have a certain type. With the Emperor in reverse, this is someone who like likes to take control or likes to have the illusion that they're in control of a situation, like, but you can't control people. Like that's crazy. But they have a bit of a mean streak. It's either a mean streak or a extremely emotionally distant streak. Hello, yeah, avoidant for sure. Well, I mean, I get it. And this is just, it's because, I feel like there's a certain percentage of the population that has like those insecure attachments, right? It's hard not to be emotional. I mean, yeah, so there's like half of the population, or maybe not half, but a percentage of the population who have like the anxious feels. And then there's the percentage that have like the avoidant, and they just attract each other generally. Generally, that's how it works. Hello, Jeremy. It's just for nervous system regulation. That's why it's always like a capacity thing. It's never really about you. As far as like if you feel like you're texting them too much, it's and like they're not replying, like they need the distance, but you, whenever you text them, you like trigger them into some kind of flight motion, right? So they just don't have the capacity to deal with it at that moment. So like you trigger each other over and over again because you want clarity, they want distance, because that's how they regulate, that's how they feel safe. But it all like stems from like trauma in the past. Healing is never linear, unfortunately. It takes time, and it takes being triggered over and over and over to like recognize your own pattern. It's really hard. It's really difficult. Right, and it's like we can have empathy and we can like recognize the patterns, but you can't change them, you know? So they recognize like your own, Ian, but they don't have like, it's just different. Men typically being avoidant, but I know that like they're like, I don't know. I think it's something to do with like society. If there's like a bunch of them that are like that, then clearly that says something about society. But I feel like that's a little bit more woo-woo. I've given enough distance. Should I just cut him off completely? Right, exactly. So you can only do what you can do. And like, if you're like, at this point, this is why like I say the 6 month thing happens. If it's been 6 months, that's generally like behaviorally when they have some kind of change. 6 months. Right, exactly. So that's why I'm like, so that makes sense kind of about the emotional distance, because like they're frowned upon or shamed for like being like a crybaby or whatever, but we're going to change it. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Okay. You've given enough distance. Should I just cut off completely? For your own sanity, absolutely. But it's difficult. All you can really do is, you know, protect yourself. But like, and when you get triggered like by a dream or by like someone that's familiar, is just to recognize the feels and then try to regulate them. I know that like somatic stuff helps. That's why I say literally dancing and singing, like, because you can like feel the feels, like feel your body. There's like a nerve or something in like your throat that can just like release tension or whatever when you're anxious. It's hard because I still love him. Exactly. So that's why it's hard. So it feels like you're abandoning him, right? And so that's why it's so difficult, because you're like, I would never abandon anyone. I would never want to be abandoned. So the feels are there. Now the Page of Cups says, okay, you can try, you know, give yourself a certain amount of days, give yourself a certain amount of time. Like, and then once you get to that time, extend it. So like, say if you start with, I'm going to cut him off for a week and not say anything for a week. I'm not saying Merry Christmas. I'm not saying Happy New Year. I'm not saying none of that. Try to start somewhere like that, okay? If you're going to indeed cut him off. Is it better for your sanity? Absolutely. Is it something you can do long term? I don't know if you're there yet, truly. Because with the Seven of Pentacles, this is like, oh, you're trying, but yeah, it doesn't look like you're succeeding. And that's okay. That's okay. But it does look like it's something that's very difficult for you to do. Did you have anything else, Nana, my girl? Jeremy, I saw you with the glasses. And let me see. Yeah, Jeremy. Right. Merry Christmas to you, Susie Q. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Thank you. What ends up shaking him out of this, really? So, most of the time, nothing can, except for a relationship. And this can be like a family relationship or a romantic relationship or even like a child relationship, right? Because something has to give them awareness or give him awareness. Right? Oh, absolutely. And this is like, it's not because like they don't love you or anything like that. It is literally because he, for his own safety, he like to feel safe, he needs to be distant. Like once you meet a certain threshold, like he's gone. Jeremy, thank you for the galaxy. I got you written down, my friend. You're okay? Well, good. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're in here, Susie Q. Thank you for the rose. All right, so what ends up shaking him out of this? All right, let's find out, Nana. N-A-N-A. Ooh, this is actually a good one. So we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So it honestly looks like a pattern of grief. So the Five of Cups in reverse, this is like it's a very heavy card, truly. But it being in reverse this is a good promise that he does end up like shaking him up, you know? So that's a good thing. So like not all hope is lost here. There's still people that can get to him emotionally. So that's a good thing. And the Ace of Wands in reverse as well. Okay, so it does look like there are certain dreams maybe he won't even try to achieve, or certain outlooks on life that, I don't know. This one's interesting because the Ace of Wands in reverse is like, it's like he tries to do new things that don't work out, or he tries a new relationship that doesn't work out. And that is finally what like kind of shakes him out of this, like, oh, maybe I need to heal something, you know? Because like right now he's like, where he's at, he doesn't feel like anything's wrong. Okay. So to him, he's like, as long as he can feel safe by being distant, nothing's wrong. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's guilt, there's shame, there's insecurity, all that exists. But it takes someone, either someone new, or the realization that he can't go somewhere again to shake him up. Ooh, thank you for the popcorn. Oh my goodness. All right, Nana. You know I love you, girl. It's going to be okay. It's just an emotional day for you, and that's fine. Just regulating. Here, let me get you your therapist. This is a bad day doesn't mean a bad life. Oh my gosh, I said this already. Tomorrow will be different. And it's true. Tomorrow will be different. This feeling doesn't last forever, okay? I know, right? Interesting. Are you taking on your monies? Jeremy, did you have a question today, my love? Is that you, Charlotte? All right, will everything be okay for you now in general? All right, let's pull a card for Jeremy. J-E-R-E. Oh, this one came out. Page of Pentacles. This is the first card to come out. So as far as money goes, I'm seeing, yes, there is a small amount of growth. Maybe you have just done something in your job. Someone at work is trying to help you, or they see that you are someone that's good to depend on. And so they recognize you for this. So this is a good like increase. Because this is like a small increase. This is like a little, it's like a little raise or two. Okay. So that's good, Jeremy. So what else do we have for Jeremy when it comes to finances? Are his finances going to be okay? Ooh, the Four of Wands comes out. So this is a celebration of finances. So I love this coming out for you, because this tells me that you're not going to have to like worry or like overly worry about like how to spend your money. So love that for this month. For this month at least. Kind of like they're being protecting. Gotcha. Yes, exactly. People protecting you, people even, maybe people, or like the job itself, like it's like you're able to save enough to purchase a home or something. Like it's a significant amount. So I like that. Now let's see what else we have, Jeremy. J-E-R-E-M-Y. Health-wise, like mentally, physically, spiritually. Okay, Justice in reverse comes out for health, which unfortunate. And then the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I feel like maybe there are a couple of things you should check up on. Maybe go see the doctor on. Maybe take your vitamins, drink your water, something along those lines. Now, of course, I'm not a doctor, so I can't like diagnose you. But there are some concerns when it comes to like your brain health. I don't know if that makes sense. So get your checkups. Don't delay on those, okay? Now, when it comes to, let me see what else we have here, friend. J-E-R-E-M-Y. Okay. Oh, and when it comes to love, you have the Lover's card coming out. Jeremy, I didn't know you had a lover. This is a pretty good promise that somebody in your life is there for you, wants to support you, wants to be there in a romantic way, thinks of you often. Now, I can't remember if you're in a relationship or not, but the Lover's card, you're with the love of your life. I absolutely love that. So this is this is just like a good sign that it is true, that she's there for you, that she wants the best for you, and she'll support you in any way. And I absolutely, I know, right? Aren't they so cute? The little cherub and then the snake in the background. In the pink mountains. Glossylicious! How are you, beautiful? Ooh, we also have the moon coming out. So, I like this. I feel like she's going to be surprising you either for Christmas or for the holidays. But there's a surprise coming for you, like in a positive way. Okay. When the moon comes out, this is talking about the unknown aspects, right? So I really feel like there is a lot of good stuff here. These are good. These are great together. You're her surviving. I know, right? All right, friend, let me pull you some oracles. Let's see what your oracles say. I feel called to pull you a vegetable card. All right, let's see if you like this vegetable. Thank you, Krim, for the daily. All right, Jeremy. Okay, you have coffee. Okay, so you didn't even get a vegetable. You got coffee. Focus and rising energy. This says coffee beverages. Oh gosh, I can't. I'm going cross-eyed. Chocolate covered espresso beans, burn coffee scented candles. I hope you got a screenshot of that. Okay, this says wake up, get going, and stay focused. Coffee energy has the potential to direct your attention and give you the start. So having that focus, having that rising energy, drinking some coffee is going to activate that. So if you've been feeling less energized lately, drinking some coffee and just call that energy in. I feel like that's a given, but hey, maybe you don't drink coffee, maybe you don't like it. You can also like light candles or have the sense of it. Oh, you did? You had some coffee this morning? Good. You already activated it. Perfect. So you got that good focused rising energy. All right, now let me pull you a therapist card, my love. And then you let me know if you have any follow-up questions. This therapist card says, let's just deal with today. You can deal with tomorrow. Pop or water. Okay, gotcha. Very cute, Jeremy. Very cute. Ooh, Glossy was an oracle. Glossylicious. Let's see what your gossip card says. What does the gossip card say about Glossylicious? Glossy. What's going on with Glossy? Oh, okay. So she has a side hustle going. This says multiple incomes, extra earnings, financial security, always on my grind. Okay, so not too bad for you, Glossy, because you have this is saying, hey, if you're wanting to do a side hustle, if you're wanting to make money a little bit, you're going to earn a little extra this week. Period. Love that for you, friend. All right, so let me look into this. I'm just making sure I have filled all of the questions. You're very welcome, Glossy. Love your face. Ooh, okay. Of course, Charlotte. Let me get Shell. Shell, is my income going to improve because they pay me back? Let's find out, Shell. C-H-E-L. We have the High Priestess and the Hermit coming out. So I feel like this is saying yes, but this is something you already know, okay? Like your intuition is there. Like you're picking up what the universe is putting down. But also be open to any avenue of income. You never know what'll come through. Krim, thank you for the galaxy. Did you have a question today, my love? Awesome, Susie. I'm happy to answer your question. I just haven't seen it yet. So maybe you're getting filtered. General for Krim. Okay, my love. Let's see what comes through for Krim. Oh, I'm excited for you. All right, so let's look at a couple different areas for Krim. Okay, let me see if I can see her name. R-E-M-E. Okay. Oof. That's a hard one. So far, it looks like you are really going through it right now. We've got death in reverse. And so this is the shedding of an old life. This is the shedding of an ego. I mean, this is the literal transformation stage that you're going through, okay? Now, mind you, this could be with a relationship or a job or anything along those lines. But this is the first card, so I feel like this is like the theme of your life right now. Like you're like, dang, why do things keep changing? And I do see you're one of those like people who are resistant to change, which is fine. It's just something that makes it more difficult. You're having a hard time coping with it. Okay, now let's see what else we find. C-R-E-M-E. Okay, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. And so this is about making difficult decisions that it feels like whatever decision you make, there's no way of winning. Okay, so this is just an idea state. The two things that you need to do, it's like you have two places you need to go, or you're choosing between one of two options. Okay, but neither one of them is a great idea. So let's say this meant you had to move. This is saying the places that you're going to move to, neither one of them feel secure enough to you. You're like, oh, I don't know if this one is good or this one is good. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the path that you're on right now. So let's see what your, Jessie, thank you. How are you doing? Let's see what your money says. What does the job and money say for Creme? C-R-E-M-E. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that, Jessie. All right, Seven of Swords in reverse. So this is telling me, okay, it comes to the job. Maybe there was a person that was there, like preying on your downfall, even like an unknown hater. It happens. But the Page of Cups also comes through when it comes to money, or when it comes to a job, when it comes to finances. Now, maybe you're exploring other options like outside of your regular 9-to-5 job. This is more of you're trying to find ways to bring in extra stuff, okay? So I feel like the ideas that you're having are really good ideas. It's all about maybe being too afraid to do those things because there is fear here. But it's like you want to increase your income somehow, and you're unsure if the way that you're going about it is actually going to help. Oh, hey, listen, take what resonates. I'm speaking to somebody. Okay, so let me look at the next one. I have you written down for next. Okay, Susie. So, Creme, 1, 2. For love, these are cute because again we get the Lovers card, and then we also have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now this tells me that there is a good partnership. You're either in a good partnership or there is like one coming for you. Okay, so I don't know what the status of your love life is, but this is a good promise that there's a good person out there that wants to be with you, and this could even be somebody from the past. It does look like they're lightweight broke, but that's okay. That's okay. That or they just move really, really slow. And then for if there's, let's see if there's any blockages for Creme. And if you had a follow-up, feel free to ask. If not, I will pull your Therapet card. Ooh, burned out. This says you feel emotionally burned out right now. Retreat and recover before continuing. So just know, Creme, you deserve rest. You deserve not to feel guilty when you're resting. There is a because this card comes out, it says you're feeling emotionally burned out. Okay, so you don't always have to be the giver, like give, okay? So you don't always need to be there doing that. Like you deserve for people to do that for you as well, okay? I'm doing good, Jessie. How are you? Doing all right? So we have self-care the crap out of life and you'll get through okay. That is your Therapet card, Creme. Very cute. I love the blue and purple stripes. It's a cute little kitty cat. So Kelly, yes, you do. There is a bit of a line right now, but Hey, Des. I'm doing good. How are you, beautiful? So, Creme, I thank you for being here. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Listen, I'm always here for you. If you ever want to chat, just know that I followed you back, but also, there are impersonators, so be cautious. No, you're beautiful. I know, right? She's so sparkly. I have a red one too. I wonder if I should wear the red one tomorrow. Christmas vibes for sure. Thank you, Creme. I appreciate you. Okay, so next, how are you feeling? So, Callie, what is your question? Jessie, did you have a question today? Would you like an oracle? Friends, if you don't have a question specifically, you can always say general or you can say oracles. I know sometimes it likes TikTok mutes the word oracle. So, I know Christmas is almost here. I'm so excited. Gossip characles. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Des. Gossip characles. Okay, let's find out. Gossip characles card between me and Jay. Okay. Okay. What are the people saying about C and J? Okay, ready? What are the people saying about C? Let's see. Where do I feel the vibe? Feel them here. CHARLOTT. Thank you, Des. Okay, listen. They're saying you are situationally single. There's temporary loneliness, choosing solitude, waiting for better, not settling. I like this for you because this is true. You're single, sure, but it's because you're focused. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly who you want. But also, so do they. So does Jay. It's only temporary. Exactly. Thank you. Your sourdough starter is alive. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's exciting. You're making bread. Are you making the jalapeno bread or the cinnamon bread? All right, Susie, I have you written down. You want just a general for Jessie, a general for Susie. Okay, I remember you were asking about a job though. Did you still want to ask a question about a job? Jalapeno. Oh, yummy. Love you, Charlotte. I hope you have a great rest of your night, right? Is it 5:40 over there? Because I can never remember what time it is for you. Oh, Callie, that is a reading, girl. So I am one of the people who I'm happy to answer pregnancy and fertility questions. It's just, they are paid readings, okay? I just have to know that you're like a person and not like a robot. Because I take them seriously. 7:39. Oh, okay. Okay, so now it's 7:40 over there. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 5 hours. Okay. General. Okay. I'm starting new and I don't know if I should stick with what I know or try something different. Okay, thank you guys. I'm starting new and I don't know if I should stick with what I know or try something different. Let's find out. S-U-Z. Or I'm sorry, I'm spelling it wrong. S-U-S-A-N-N-A. I thought I was already following you back. Okay. We have the Chariot in reverse. And the Six of Swords in reverse. Honestly, these two would point to go the different route because you're getting a lot of resistance when it comes to doing the same old, same old. This is saying the change that you are thinking of, the change that you're like questioning is there for a reason. So this would definitely point you to a new direction, trying something different. Temperance is coming out, saying, of course, like when it comes to money though, do what you've always been doing. But if there's an idea that you have, like do what you're doing to keep yourself safe for sure. But if there's an idea that you have, this is pointing you in that direction, okay? Because you're going to be much more happier, much more fulfilled financially if you go the alternate realm. Angelica, thank you for the best gear, girl. I got you written down, my love. Okay, let me pull you one of the gossip cards. I'll see if there's a blockage for one. Is there a blockage? Spirit, let us know about Susanna, Susana. Untrue stories. Okay, so your blockage is you tell yourself bad things, change your stories, and see the good that can happen. Okay, so you're telling yourself bad things over and over again. So perhaps this is just like, I don't know if you've ever heard the saying, like, change your, what is it? Change your thoughts, change your world, something like that. Change your mind, change your reality. If that resonates at all, listen, it's just telling you, like, maybe you tell yourself, oh, you're no good, like, you're a loser. Like, stop that. Even thinking those thoughts can really warp your mindset, okay? Thank you, Des. I appreciate you. Right. You know what I'm saying. You sent through PayPal, Vito? Okay, I'm so sorry. Or you sent through the PP? Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see what your gossip card says, Susie. Ooh. Susan. Okay, money moves. This is saying you're making smart decisions. Like, what you're thinking right now is about strategic investments, building wealth, making my money work for me. Okay, have some strategy. Or maybe you already have this strategy, or you know someone who's really good at strategizing when it comes to like investing. So if you're ready, if you're waiting for like a sign that says go, here you go, here's your sign. So your therapist card, Susie, says you're still making progress even on your worst days, okay? So even if you feel like you're not, stop gaslighting yourself, okay? Because you are. You're very welcome, Susie, and good luck to you. All right, Vito, let me check for you. Send through the PP. I got it, friend. Did you have a specific question? Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you so much, Susie. Thank you, Jessica. I'm glad you like it. I know, I love the sparkles. I love sparkly bows. Okay, Angelica, does Anthony love me? A-N-G-E-C-A. And then he just won't say it. Let's find out. Okay, so the King of Pentacles comes out for you. So this is a yes. The Eight of Cups. This is something that's very difficult for him to express. And the Knight of Swords, all in due time. As soon as he is ready, you will hear it from his mouth, girl. So I'm seeing the feelings there. But, I mean, it's hard for him to say, and this is pretty typical. They usually know very quickly if they're in love or not. Could I have more information on V returning? Of course. Will he apologize? Does he know he did wrong? Let's find out. When's the last time you spoke to him? Okay. Do you remember? You're very welcome, Angelica. I don't know. It's been a while. October. Okay. So if he falls into this, Vito, if he falls into this, I haven't pulled any cards yet, but just based off of human behavior, he falls into this like avoidant pattern, and he hasn't spoken to you since October. I would assume that March is when the most likely change will happen for him. So that's him reaching out, or maybe having enough distance to like reset himself, and be able to like have a conversation again, you know? So I think he does. So that's just the first thing, just to tell you before anything. So let's see, VITO. I don't know why it's not dinging whenever someone sends something. Maybe I have it the volume turned down. It should be going ding. I see. And his whole thing started last year around this time. Oh, so like your relationship did? I got you. So he's probably getting like reminders of you everywhere. All right, VITO. All right, let me see. Oh gosh. Okay, yes. I feel like I reached out too much. Well, technically, I mean for him. So, I mean, while it's generally true. It's for him. It's what you are, what you are capable of doing, right? So you did what you thought was right, and he did what he thought was right. I'm not saying either of you are wrong objectively, but you wanted answers and he wanted distance, is what it looks like, right? The moon in reverse, you just weren't getting the answers that, like you were asking questions that he wasn't ready to answer, or you were asking questions that he just didn't have the ability to communicate with you. He doesn't have the tools to like settle like your anxiety. You know what I mean? The devil coming out. So I feel like this is like a cycle you feel like you keep getting yourself into with the devil coming out. So this is something that's like plaguing you a little bit. Like, do you think about him like constantly, like every day, like all day long? Because it looks like you do. And that it's something that's like, it's like a feeling in your brain that like, why am I not good enough? Or is like a core like wound here. Like it feels like abandonment. I think about him every second. Okay. It was just a question. That's all I said. I was just asking you if that's what it did. If you felt that way. Okay. Okay, just go out and then come back in. Go out and come back in. Sometimes that helps. Can you hear me now? Let me know when you can hear me, okay? Okay, perfect. All right, Jesse, I'll be here. Yes. Exactly. Yes, I'm back. Okay, so firstly, so I know you were asking about when they're going to come back. So does March align? So were you texting too much for this person? Yeah. Like this person like doesn't, it's just they run away from like when things get too hard, when there's too much pressure, when there's too much neediness and they feel like they can't like meet your needs, that's when they're running. Okay. So and then this is like one of those cycles that you get stuck into. Okay. With the devil coming out. Now you were asking about your person, remember? Because you're asking when that they're going to come back. You needed more details, remember? This whole thing started last year around this time in January, and you haven't talked since October, correct? So this is not a negative reflection of you. We have the Seven of Swords here. So I feel like this tells me that they are probably talking to someone else, or there is some kind of, something is catching their attention, but it's not, it's like they're stuck in the same cycle. It's not anything serious. It's very surface level. The Hangman in reverse even comes out and says that there is confusion on their end. Okay, so they're not even 100% sure where they're going in relationships. When it comes to you, the Star, when it comes to you, VITO, oh gosh, and then the Tower in reverse. My goodness, this is a lot. So they have a lot of hope that things between the two of you, like when you guys were together, like it was great, like truly, like the good times were great, and then the bad times were like it felt it was too much. Okay, so when they think about you, or if they like are triggered to think about you, or a song reminds them of you, they're happy. Like they are happy. We have the Tower in reverse, though. That tells me as far as their movement goes, even though they have the desire to see you and speak to you, they don't have the like they don't have the ability to feel like what you're feeling. Like as far, like you feel a lot deeper, if that makes sense. It feels to me like your emotions are very heavy, they're very sad, and then for them it's just like they have to shrug it off, otherwise they can't survive. And so that's what takes them such a long time to even contact you. Now you're wanting to know when this person's contacting you, what they're going to say, I'm assuming, right? When they're going to be contacting you, what they're going to say, maybe even where, like how they're contacting you. So honestly, with the cups flowing, the water energy is good. The Two of Cups flowing, so this is like they're feeling their emotions, they understand things that went wrong, okay? The Page of Cups even comes through this as a message, and then the Empress comes through. So these are all pretty positive in regards to communication, right? Is it an avoidant behavior? Oh, absolutely. Blocking in general, I mean, they're either secure or they're avoidant, right? But blocking in general would be avoidant behavior. If you ask them a question and like they either can't answer it or like just try to distance themselves because of it, it's most definitely avoidant behavior. And unfortunately, if you're stuck in that pattern, this again comes to like they're only going to keep running because they don't feel safe. And it has nothing to do with their love for you, right? They still love you. The love isn't gone. Wait, maybe I should not reach out. I feel like maybe this is the reason why. So what you're saying, you have been reaching out. Is that what you're saying? So you're not blocked? Maybe I should not reach out. Absolutely. I thought there was no contact. So right. So you're not reaching out. No, correct. No. You not talking is the correct behavior. The no contact is the correct behavior. Because there's nothing you can say to them besides the fact you can keep a line of communication open. You can say, anytime you want to talk, I'm here. At least have it open. That way they know that they're somewhere safe where they can have a conversation. But it's something they have to be able to take accountability, change their behavior, and then try to do better. That's basically all they can do. I have cousin that helps me, but I am blocked still. She got him to talk to me. Your cousin got him to talk to you in October? Oh, okay. Got you. So the cousin was helping. Okay. Right. Okay. So in October, so that, I mean, and that's fine, but it's just like, so time for you is normal, right? Like a day is whatever. So what I'm saying is October to December sounds like a long time to like most, like to secure or even anxious people, right? But like to an avoidant, like truly avoidant person, it's not like the time doesn't necessarily matter. Like that's why I say the 6 months is like general here. That's why March makes more sense for him, because like that is when like it takes that long to like regulate and change, so it's not again, so I don't think this person they're not malicious, they're not hateful. I actually think that when they are good, they are great as a partner. But it is truly, they're trying to feel safe. Page of Cups coming through. So that's why they have, started with these behaviors or something. But it's not something you can make them do. We can never make people talk to us. Now, your cousin can help for sure. I think she even still has that ability. Because the Empress comes out and it says that like maybe they even still have communication or something. But like she can't make him come forward, she can only extend the like invitation, right? So when you're asking about like when, March does align, but I mean, generally it could be a little bit before that. As far as when they're contacting you, okay? And then it looks to be, it's like they're sending you a message, like intentionally sending you a message, like a text message, whatever you have them on. So we're thinking like text message, IG, you know, wherever you mostly talk on. If you talk on TikTok mostly, then it's definitely going to be on TikTok. Because this is just something familiar to them. So whatever you've been on before. So don't expect them to reach out to you like on Twitter if you've never been on Twitter before. Does that make sense? The cards do say it will happen, or could I just want to make sure? Do the cards say that it happens? Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The Two of Cups coming out. The Page of Cups. And the Empress. So yes, this person does come back. And that's why I said it feels more like the cards being, it feels more like February, because we have a 2 here, a 2 and then a 3, and then the Page of Cups is like the messenger. So it's all very technical. But yeah, it's like you get a message like end of February, beginning of March. Is what I'm seeing as of right now. Now, of course, we all have free will. Things can change. You know, something can shake them up tomorrow to make them realize, oh my gosh, you know what? I need to reach out to everyone I've ever known and talk to them. You know what I mean? Like there are things that change our perspective. The possibility is there, but the most likely thing, based off of the energy today, is that they're more receptive during this time. They're more open to hear about romantic reconciliation. But by this time, I would say you're very welcome. But I would say you're definitely, by this time, you're going to want to notice your own actions and notice your own feelings so that you can set up healthier boundaries, okay, when it comes to this person. Because you don't want to have a tower moment with them. You don't want to you don't want life to be chaotic and messy after being with them. You want it to be a good, solid relationship, right? Because I mean, of course you do. So that's why, at least by the time you have that conversation, we're looking at Aquarius season. Just have those like the healthy things, you know, right? Understand them. Correct. I want to learn how to put better boundaries with him and learn to be healthy. Okay, perfect. Exactly. So there are a bunch of things that you can do as far as there's like somatic therapies. There are, even if you look on the YT or the TT, there's a bunch of different ways that you can like regulate. Like when you feel yourself triggered, then you take a step back, you feel it in your body where it's at, and then a lot of times, this is why I talk about dancing and singing all the time. It like shakes your energy up. It gets the bad feels out, and then you can regulate and then talk from a place of like calm. Because when you're triggered, you're not your best self as far as like when you're triggered from like emotional stuff, you're not your best self when it comes to conversation. Like you can't make plans the best, okay? But having hard conversations, even with your family and friends, really does help that a lot, okay? It helps understand like your wants and needs. And I feel like this is a good amount of time. So like from now until like the beginning, like March 1st, I feel like it's a good amount of time for you to have healed something there. So you don't get re-triggered and get stuck in this negative pattern, okay? Because you don't want to be there. I promise it's not the greatest place. Hello, my crazy life. Exactly. So, and you don't even, I would say like go ahead and go. Like I would always advise this, but not everyone has the time, not everyone has the money, and it's just like not everyone has like even a good therapist around them. So there are things that you can do to try to regulate your nervous system on your own if you can't go. Oh, you just started. Okay, good. Perfect. All right, let me get you a card for signs, and then I will let you be free. Okay. Let's see what the signs are for Vito. For things changing, because we're always asking Spirit, we're always asking the universe, can you send me a sign, please, so I know I'm on the right path, right? So, here you go. All right, so Spirit, let us know about Vito. Signs can come in 4 different forms, okay? It can come in the natural physical world, the dream world, the written word, like the word itself, or like spoken to you, or even the last one would be videos, pictures, or a likeness to it. Now, this is good for about 90 days, okay? So yours is going to be a wasp. A wasp. Okay, so I feel like there is this comes out, interesting that anger is the word here, because there anger and resentment, that maybe you're like one of those happy people who is like, oh, I don't get angry that much. So the wasp is kind of I mean, sure, it's a sign, but it's also like a card that says, hey, maybe you need to work on anger, like work on how you channel your anger, okay? Use it to channel. It's great energy to channel into something, okay? But anyways, the wasp coming out. The wasp coming out is going to be a sign for you. So either, seeing it in the dreams, the videos, the pictures, anything like that. That is going to be a sign to you that change is coming. Change is coming specifically with this relationship, and that you're on the right path, okay? So, at least for now. And then let me get a number for you. We have, let's see. We have okay, so the Lenormand cards is a dog and then the number 18. So the number that you're going to be looking for is the number 18. Now, specifically, if you see like 18 wasp one day, then that's going to be like, oh, that is a big sign right there. Or if the number 18 in synchronicity, maybe 18 could be like January 8th or something along those lines. So remember, the numbers can mean a bunch of different things, but seeing it over and over and over again is the key here. Okay, so that's how you notice what is the sign and what is just the mundane life, right? But it's interesting that the card that comes out is labeled dog. It could have significance to you, or it could not. So maybe you guys, had a dog together, or they're, their favorite dog, and you see their favorite dog out and about, or you had a really good relationship with one of their pets, something along those lines. It could have significance here, or it could not. It could not make sense yet. A lot of times when I pull signs, they genuinely just don't make sense yet, okay? Until you actually start to see them. And that's okay. It does. We bonded over animals. Oh, really? Stop. Really? Vito, I love that. That give me chills. That made me cry. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. I'm so sorry you're having to go through this. I truly am. But I am glad that you found me so that, I can help you in any way, okay? So, Vito, I thank you so much for being here. Hang on. Let me get you a therapist card. All right, so yours is a stop calling yourself garbage. You are a blueberry fairy princess. You are amazing. And it's a cute little galaxy kitty. This is like my second favorite one, okay? So, of the whole deck. So I thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Good luck to you. I'm here every day. I have the private readings on sale till the end of the year if you're ever interested, okay? Zoe sent for a full-on PP on Joe, someone like her boyfriend. On Joe? Oh, okay. So Zoe, is it Zoe or Zoe? Yeah, of course. You can. What are you trying to screenshot? I post the whole live on the YT, on the red, the red app with the little arrow. If you ever missed screen recording or set, you know what I mean? So it just, however long it takes me to download it. Sometimes it can take like 5 hours to download it from the TikTok, and then I go and I post it over on the other app, okay? If you want to follow me over there, you can. The link is on my page though, okay? Yeah, the card. The blueberry, okay, it is. Go for it. Yeah, this is my second favorite one. So stop calling yourself garbage. You're a blueberry fairy princess. Get the filter off of there. You're amazing. I am. I was so late today, Latifa. So late. I think I got on at like 12:15 or something. Yeah, I just didn't understand what you were saying, Vito. That's my bad. All right, Zoe, but everyone says Zoe. Okay, perfect. Lovely to meet you, Zoe. So if you ever want to just go back and watch that, I mean, awesome. If not, that's also awesome. You know, we all have free will. Okay, so let me look. I see you, Zoe. I see you. You wanted a full... Oh my gosh, those pictures are so cute. You have a great day. Jessie, thank you for the I'm readies. How are you doing, friend? How are you feeling? Alexandra, hello, beautiful. Of course you can, Latifa. Okay, so I have Zoe. Zoe's up for her full reading. Thank you too much for the fest gear. You will be next. All right, how are things going to play out with him? I really just want us to work out. We're just in a rough patch, I'm sure, is what you meant to say. All right, let's pull a card, Spirit. Let's show me a card for Zoe, Z-O, and for her person. Okay, so not bad. Not bad, not bad. Right now, I feel like you're having trouble finding the correct words. Like you feel like you can't say anything right, or you're being judged for whatever you are saying, or it's being twisted in some way, which you're not intending. So that's how... So it feels almost like you're stuck right now. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm just saying all the wrong things. I don't want to make a mess of things. This person, just so you know, your partner does realize this. Okay, we do have the Hierophant. Okay, that's fine. This person does realize this. They know what you're going through. They see what you're going through. And then the World card comes out. I mean, genuinely, they're not thinking in extremes like you are, though. Like, they are looking at the bigger picture. They... Like, just in general, before I get into the nitty gritty stuff. So, like, yes, things are going to work out. Like, sure, you're in a rough patch now, but they want to be with you. They keep choosing you over and over, and it's like they're almost wondering, like, why you don't recognize that part, which doesn't matter, but it's saying that, like, in the grand scheme of things, they do want things to work out with you, and that's like... So as long as you have that, generally, whenever I'm doing readings, as long as we are seeing that this person wants a relationship, this person also wants a relationship. So as long as both of them want a relationship at all, I mean, then it looks like the two can exist together, right? Things do tend to work out. My point is, both of you do. Okay, so both of you do. You both have that desire to be in a relationship. Okay? So that's where we start. The Three of Pentacles comes out for you, Zoe, and also the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this is saying your biggest strength right now is your ability to build together, to build towards the future. I do see the two of you working out. The Ten of Swords in reverse tells me there's some kind of betrayal wound. Either you're having to get over it, or he's having, you know, he or she, I can't remember what she said. They're having to get over it. But it is there. Like, somebody feels betrayed here in a big way. So they're on the defense. Joe. Okay, Joe. So it's a he. Okay. So I am seeing... Okay, is there an apology that needs... So this person is resistant to all the emotional stuff. They more prefer, like, logic, if you will, or they prefer thinking in technical terms, like doing things they know they can solve. Like, emotional things they don't think that they can solve, so that's hard for them. But, like, if you're asking them to do something for you, like, for instance, like, you know, filling the car up with gas, or, you know, maybe giving you money for shopping or something like that, like practical things, they're happy to fix, to help you with, like hanging up the TV, you know, things like that. But when it gets to emotions, it gets hard for them. Okay, they tend to, like, like tense up, or when you're talking about commitment or the future, they tend to like drift away from that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so rough patch, I see it. I see the two of you working through it. Let's see when that happens. Because well, you didn't ask, but I'm sure that's what you're thinking. Oh, thank you, Carol. How are you doing? We have the sun coming out. Now, this is an indication that when it starts to get warmer, when it starts to be more springtime, it does look like things look a little bit brighter, but also around significant days. I don't know if it's going to be your birthday or his birthday or something coming up, but significant dates. It could even be the holidays. That's true. I didn't think about that. The holidays coming forth brings a lot of joy into the home, and it brings a lot of emotion for them. So that's a good thing. Being physical also is like that's the way that they feel loved. Oh, his birthday's in April. Okay, so around the springtime. That makes sense. So he's either an Aries or a Taurus. I'm surrounded by Aries. I love them dearly. It's just funny how just certain points in your life, you're just surrounded by a certain sign. Right now, I'm surrounded by a lot of fire energy. It's great. All right, so Zoe, as far as the relationship goes, there is some hope here. There is some goodness here. Genuinely, this person wants the best for you. Like, that's like, they want happiness and joy for you. Okay. So I love this fact. It's like, even if it's not them, you know? Yes. You like the stickers? Okay. So, did you have any follow-up questions about your relationship? Tina, thank you, my love. I got you written down. You will be after too much. Tina Bobina. Well, let me put this away. So let me know if you have any follow-up questions. If not, I can just pull your oracle cards and a Therapet card. But I do see the warmer months this springtime, when the sun shines. If you guys are going on vacation, like, that brings in some good juju. I just feel like we're at a roadblock right now, and I really want us to work, and we just argue a lot. Okay. Have you been able to figure out what it is that the two of you are arguing about? If there's anything, right? So I was talking earlier about like physical intimacy, or letting them have like little wins. Okay, so like perhaps you could let them like be a hero, like, you know, like, I can't open my drink or something. It's simple and it sounds so stupid, but like, I promise you it improves a lot, you know. Des V, how are you doing, beautiful? So that's one way you can help that, because they want you to be happy. Okay, they follow the happy wife, happy life thought. So communication always improves. Like, you do communication before arguments. That way you don't get into arguments. Finding out what triggers each other as well. Let's see if you will be after Des B. Okay. So I am seeing that for you. Now let me see what the biggest blockage is here. We argue a lot because he says he doesn't want to be together, but then he always comes back. Okay. Right. I feel like that's you're teetering on a toxic cycle you don't want to get stuck into, okay? So for your own sanity, you have got to set a boundary here. Right, there's a blockage, sure, but like, you have to be able to tell him, like, you can't just keep leaving me. Like, that's not okay. That's not what a good long-term relationship, that's not how it works. It just doesn't. Like, you can't do that long-term. That like lights up your nervous system. That makes you feel crazy. That makes you feel anxious. You don't deserve that. You deserve someone who is going to make you feel calm. you know? But let's see what the blockage is. Just so you know. So when you do talk to him, you have to say, hey, you know, if you break up with me, if you go no contact with me, if you don't talk to me, you know, for an extended period of time, I would say maybe 3 days is a lot, but I could be talked into a week, truly. Right. So, right. You don't deserve that. But you have to assert that as well. So like he has to know that you deserve better so that he can act accordingly, you know? And then just the only way to do it is to is to hold firm on the boundary, honestly. There's nothing that makes him change unless you hold him accountable. Like, hey, I told you I wasn't going to talk to you if you left, and now you don't have the keys to my house anymore, you know? Bond, thank you so much for the glasses. I have you written down. You'll be after Latifa. So let me pull a blockage card. And then did you want a card for signs? Okay, this is interesting because the blockage card says you feel like it's not worth the risk, but opening your heart is a risk worth taking. So I actually think that this is a blockage more for him. Like it's difficult for him to open his heart because of whatever happened in the past that has not been healed yet. Okay, so opening your heart is a risk worth taking. Okay, so that is what is leading him. That is what is the most challenging thing. That's what's causing all the arguments. Even the holidays can be triggering for a lot of people that don't, you know, it could be like his first holiday not spending without somebody. You know what I mean? Like it can be messy around certain times of year. Pay attention to like the time of day, you know, the time of week that these arguments happen, because it could be like a cycle you don't want to get stuck in. Because if you're like, how come you're arguing with me every single day at 5 p.m. after you get off of work, you know, like, don't do that anymore. And then if he proceeds to do that, that's when you hold firm in the boundary. That's when you're saying, okay, well, we're not talking right now because I don't want to argue with you, you know? All right, so let me pull a card for signs for when things are changing, when hope is being created. I'm going to pull one animal and one number, okay? All right, so let's find out. Let's see. All right, what feels right for Zoe? Let's see. Okay, we have a sunshine. These don't. This one feels right. Okay. For your animal, and I feel like the color is significant here, the butterfly, and I feel like it has to be a monarch. It has to be the orange ones that are assigned to you. Now this can come in the natural physical world, it can come in the dream world, the written word, or music or video, something along those lines. Evolution comes through as well, so maybe you're just growing through this pain, if you will. Okay, so the butterfly is going to be a sign. When you see it, you will know Spirit is saying, hey, either go this way or take this path or something along those lines. Typically, you'll have to meditate at that moment to like know exactly what you need to do. But in return, that like helps your nervous system. So that's a good thing. You built a Lego butterfly last night. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that, Zoe. Let's see, okay, what do we have? Okay, so we have the number 7. Okay, take in consideration that this card is the card of snakes. So maybe because this is the end of the year of the snake, snakes could have some significance to you or none at all. This is part of your sign though. The number 7 and synchronicity. So 777. It could be like that month. What's this? I think it's July. Something along those lines. Okay, so just pay attention to the number 7 in synchronicities, especially if you see 7 butterflies. That's going to be like, oh, interesting. That's going to be a sign from your guides that you need to go in this path, you know, or you're on the right path, something along that. Okay, all right, let me pull your Therapet card. This one says you're doing well, keep going, and it's a fox. All right, now, it's so pretty. I love that you built the Lego butterfly set last night. Like, that's like, it just aligns perfectly with you. Like, you were meant to be here. You were meant to get this reading. Yes, you can see butterflies in a dream as well. Correct. You are so very welcome, Zoe. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your time, your energy. If you're ever needing anything, feel free, come back. Let us know how everything goes. I'm happy to do a check-in with you. A check-in with you whenever. I'm going to spit these words out now. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and close up the list now, and then I'm going to get to all of these questions. Make sure I get to everyone. Okay, so I have Too Much. Then I've got Tina Bobina, Des B, Latifa, and Bon. That's who I have right now. And I think that Angelica did. Yeah, I think I did Angelica's. Words are hard. I know, right? Okay, let me do a nice little shuffle, and then we will get to you. Too Much. I see you, babe. Will I get the job? I have an interview. Oh, you have an interview? What's the job? That's exciting. Let's see. Hopefully they hire you on the spot. Have you been looking for a while? All right, give us some good juju. Is Ari going to get the job? All right, A-R-I. Okay, so the Queen of Swords comes out in reverse, the Six of Swords, and then the Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is a no, that you're being pointed in a different direction. Don't let this discourage you, though. I think that it's worth going to this interview. They might even have something in a different department for you, okay? That's why I say that. But it looks like the interview, it looks like they've already made up their mind, truly. But it is worth going, okay? But good luck to you anyways. Just prove the cards wrong, truly. Yeah, I had a long list today, but plus, Ian, I got on like an hour late. An hour and a half almost. Because it's the last day of school and before the kids go on vacation. So 2 out of 3 stayed home. 2/3 stayed home. Mine's is just quick. Okay, should I go to the campus today to see him? All right, should I go to the campus today to okay, we have a yes. I'm going to just give you a yes without any. The Magician, the Empress, the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay. This says yes. It says it gives you answers. Oh, it's okay, Ian. Y'all, so it's super late. Okay, so the next person I have is Tina Bobina. Tina Bobina, Des B, Latifa. Does Wes still see me as one he can do life with? Let's find out. Tina. Oh, I love when the moon comes out. The moon is coming out. Okay, so this is something hidden in the shadows. This is something that he's keeping a secret from people, okay? We have the Three of Wands, which says yes. It indicates a yes. But the moon, that's shady. Like, why isn't he telling you this? Why don't you... This is like inside feelings, but not outside words. We don't love that. And the Ten of Wands here is in reverse. I feel like it's like a hard thing for him to come to terms with, or it's just something along those lines. Like, it feels like a lot to admit that to you. And I don't know why. So, yes, he does. Absolutely, Tina. Absolutely. But he's all wrapped up in his own, like, thought process. I don't know what's going on up there. Aw, poor thing. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, dang, this is like, whew. If he's like embarrassed to like need somebody is what it feels like. But that happens. I mean, that can kind of explain avoidant people, I guess, in a nice way. It's like their feelings to them are embarrassing. You're very welcome, Tina. Good luck to you. Exactly, girl. You get it. You get it. Poor thing. All right, so I have Des B and Latifa, if you guys are here, but I will be closing out the live, besties. And then I know, Des, you said you had a question, so feel free to put yours whenever. I don't know if Des B is still in here. I think I've tried following you a few times, Tina. Just FYI. Let me see. All right, I sent you a request again. Will my mom be okay by herself when I'm not around? Let's find out. When you're not around. Are you moving? All right, let's look at him, Mama Des. Maybe. Okay. Okay, I mean, if you're worried about her health-wise, I would say the Queen of Cups comes out. So, I mean, yes, she's okay. Now, the Two of Swords tells me, I mean, she does miss your presence. The Queen of Pentacles, like, if you're worried about money, like, she is able to sustain herself. We got two queens here, so I know that you love her and your emotions are there. But I do feel that she's, like, in general, she's, like, okay, you know, if you're having to move. It feels difficult. Like, there's tears shed, you know, but it's mostly that she's, like, happy. I don't think it's, like, bad stuff. Okay, gotcha. Right, it's just one of those things you got to know. Don't get sick over it. All right, Desiree. Hey, girl. How's baby girl? Will 2026 be the year me and my dad talk? I reached out and he said maybe. My poor girl. Desiree. Excuse me. Okay, the Eight of Swords in reverse, Two of Pentacles, and Justice. Okay, so Eight of Swords in reverse. Honestly, this is releasing fears, releasing the thought that you guys even need to talk. Just releasing that feeling is going to be so beneficial for you, okay? Now, the Two of Pentacles says there are a few different options or different occasions in which you do have the ability to have a conversation, a face-to-face, a heart-to-heart, if you will. Justice also comes out and does, I mean, just a general yes, but there are more, just so you know, there's more opportunity here for the two of you to not only talk, but talk so that you can talk in the future. Does that make sense? She's good, thank you. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, you said her name is Vanessa, right? Is it Vanessa? Ugh, I don't know. He said, we'll see what the year brings. Right, so that's him just keeping it open. Okay, so at least the year, so at least he didn't close it off, you know what I mean? That's his easy out, but it's also your easy in, you know what I mean? So, because he can always, like, backtrack and say, well, I said, will I want to talk when he wants to? Let's see. Yeah, you still will. It does, like, heal you. It helps you a lot to have a conversation with. It's worth talking to him, okay? It's worth having a conversation. The Chariot coming out. Latifa, what's your question about baby Dee? I don't know if you're still in here, but my phone's gonna die, so I want to get your question before, in case it dies. Can I get a card pull? Okay, of course. Let's see what the energy is today. Let me feel. It feels more back here. I just knew you'd come out. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this person, so the energy, I mean, this is the energy in general, right? Because it's a full person we're talking about. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which talks about being discouraged about maybe money, or maybe thinking that he's not making enough money. That's in the back of his mind. So there's your start. Wanting to work towards keeping the family together. I don't know if this has to do with, like, his, like, outside family or the three of y'all, but it's family in general is, like, on his mind lately. Now, the Eight of Wands in reverse, he's, like, kicking himself for not making a decision, for not thinking of something quickly enough, or not taking a chance. And then we have the Two of Cups in reverse. So his energy toward you, I mean, it's very positive. Like, the Two of Cups is about being a team and working together and being open to emotional possibilities. So this is probably the biggest kind of favor you could get as far as cards go when the Two of Cups comes out. Yes, I will be back tomorrow at 11. Or if you wanted to book a private reading, I do have a few available for the weekend, okay? You're welcome, Des. It's my pleasure. You know, anytime. Got to put the Chick-fil-A voice on. So, Latifa, did you get that one? Two of Cups. Do you remember what I told you this means? Aw, Latifa, listen. It's more about romance than anything. It's more positive than anything, okay? So, the Two of Cups. Okay, hang on. I have yours still. I'll go over it real quick. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay? He's thinking about family more than anything else, okay? It's like he I don't want to say he's struggling with money, but he's feeling the weight of having to provide for family right now, okay? And it could be about gifts. It could be about just maybe his family's asking for a bunch of money, and he's like, I don't have that much money. I don't know why you keep asking, okay? The Eight of Wands in reverse, he is the potential for a chance. Like he's upset about missing this potential. And then we also have the Two of Cups. This is towards you. I will, but it's okay. We have the Two of Cups. And that says that there's partnership. There's even romance. This is toward you. It's like, if you were to ask him or talk to him today or like be with him today, like, I mean, it's really positive in relationships, okay? So even partnership, even like parents working together, you know? Yes, if you didn't get your question answered, friends, I will be back tomorrow. I mean, literally, since it's Saturday, I would say look for me at 12. I don't typically love to get up early on the weekends. I know 8's not that early, but it's early to me. On a weekend, I need to get up at 9. Yes, I will, because that week after is like the Christmas week, and I'll probably take a couple of days off for Christmas, so I have to. So I thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being amazing. If you didn't get your question answered, I say maybe come back tomorrow around 12, okay? Or you can book a private reading. I thank you guys for being here. See, I'm repeating myself. My brain's going elsewhere. 8 is early. I'll see you tomorrow, Pookies. I love you guys so much. I truly mean it. Please don't get got. There's impersonators out there, okay? And what else is there? Don't get got. Oh, yeah. Remember, your words are your power. Use them wisely, okay?